Caelyn here. Oh, just in time for me to go live. Huzzah! And Metclock. Cool. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will. I am your Dungeon Master and host for this night, and this night only, because it is the season finale of the Broken Kingdom campaign. I am very excited. I have some wonderful players with me, joining me for the last time in this game tonight, until if we ever return. So, Josh, how's it going, my friend?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Excellent. Beth, you doing well?
It's good. It's good. It's all good.
Good.
It's all gravy.
And Myth, how's it going?
It's going
Great,
so
cool.
well.
And,
All right.
awesome. So, who remembers what happened? Actually, before I get into that, we have some things, don't we, Beth?
Yes, we do.
Tell
I'm
me
just trying
about-
to clear my desk of a load of crap.
Tell me about these things which we have.
Right. The first thing we have is a slight request from me. As you know, we have our quotes command on Twitch.
We do.
If you lovely people would be so inclined, we need some really awesome pictures for Facebook. So make memes using the quotes and post them on Facebook and Twitter and email them to us and whatever you wish to do. But yeah, so I've got stuff to put up on Facebook, which would be awesome.
And what might happen should they do this, Beth?
Should they do this, there is a slight chance that one of you may win 1,000 gold.
There is a chance.
Hello.
There is that chance.
Yes.
Very exciting.
And if you do like our Facebook page, on the 24-hour stream, you will be in the chance of winning 1,000 gold.
Indeed.
So,
you will.
head along to Facebook, like the page. There will be a post going up momentarily. I am about to press publish. There you go. If you wish to share the post, go ahead. Don't feel inclined. I mean,
But do it.
not everyone wants to see that you're a complete nerd like us.
No.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yes, they
They
do.
do. But yeah, so go ahead, like the page, share the post, get our name out there, and you may be in, or you will be in, for a chance of winning 1,000 gold. So
Excellent.
please,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
And that's right, Flynn. Just whatever you want based on those quotes, you can do some artwork. And Wreckful Zinc, how's it going, dude? It's been a while. You're here for the finale, so
So there's that.
you've made it this far, and I'm told that to say hi from Sydney to everyone, to us players.
Hi,
and
Sydney.
chat
Hello,
as well.
Sydney.
So, who remembers what happened previously in a penultimate episode of the Broken Kingdom campaign? No one. No.
Elvis and Courtney got married.
That's
did.
right, we did.
It's a naked gnomish wedding.
It was.
Yes.
Also known
Kai
as
and
Will
Caelyn,
and Cord got married.
Kai and Caelyn woke up
Vicious rumor.
after a very, very, very alcohol-fueled night after the wedding, having crushed a badger between them. Marmaduke is dead, and we've just got to Nilfheim.
Thank God.
Indeed.
And that's it.
That's literally.
I'm
all
pretty
that.
sure that's all that happened last
That you
episode.
summarised
'cause
it
we
in
spent
such
an hour and a
great
half.
detail, Beth. That yeah. So you guys got married, had a wonderful naked wedding. There's a great highlight down below if you want to have a watch of that.
Most
And
viewed video on in D&D this week, I
it
do
is.
believe.
It is. Funnily enough.
Find out what the hype's all about.
Yeah. And Moldark was the official
Moldark.
officiator, I guess, which was
The official officiator.
yes, he was the official one. The unofficial one got checked
used
out.
the Source Stone, the most powerful artifact known to mankind, as a holographic projector.
projector.
So
Pretty much.
Moldark could convey a wedding.
Yep, and then you guys used the Source Stone to go down to Nilfheim, which is the land of the dead, where you're trying to fix all these problems which are going on. You made it down there, and you started running. You started running all the way towards this great city, which you saw, this great necropolis, which you saw, which is the palatial court of Her Holiness, the Raven Queen. That's the official title of the city. And you met Dismal Ant there, who is a snivelling imp.
Idiot.
He's not snivelling idiot. He's his cousin, but he is an imp of tiny stature who led you into this rather gothic city, and there was a gigantic gate there, which Caelyn had been to before, and you stepped through
God
it, and
damn
you were in the palatial court of Her Holiness the Raven Queen, which was pretty cool. And she said, "What do you have for me?" And at that point, we stopped. So you are in the throne room of the Raven Queen, who's sitting there on her throne with some pretty awesome hair and makeup going on, a lot of raven stuff. The tattoos on your hands are kind of glowing with black. They're going kind of crazy because you're this close to the Raven Queen, and she's got a great dress on. I always say this. She's got some amazing things going on in her wardrobe section. I really need to get in contact with them.
Maybe they'll find another corset.
Maybe
for
they'll
you,
find
Will.
another corset for me. That was really.
I
what
have a
was
rather large collection you can go through when we've got some time.
Wow.
So moving on.
Don't know if Josh would be alright with that, but okay.
I would be more than okay as long as I get to watch.
I know. Hey, Nix, how's it going? So,
The boys. Yeah, so fuck. I've just realised, yeah, we're having a casual chatterini with the Raven Queen, as you do. I still have the Soul Stone, right? I didn't forget it. I didn't
no,
leave
you
it.
didn't. You didn't.
That's-
You dropped it back there. You're going to have to run back.
Roll me 1d20 and then realise it doesn't matter. You dropped it in an endless desert.
Yep.
Yeah, I sort of want to produce the Source Stone and hold it up
You create a source stone.
and produce it.
Cool.
I put a fat.
Yeah.
Done.
I remember all of you were forced to kneel as well in her presence. You.
Mm.
Yeah.
Caelyn
Will
was
or
already
Woodard.
kneeling.
You were kneeling. Yeah. So she looks at you guys. You produce this the source stone, that's still glowing with its energy, and she says, "Excellent. You have done your task."
We did it. That's it. And roll credits.
Elvis just pulls out like a little party popper and it's just like,
Yeah. End of campaign.
little-
See you later, guys.
Gazoo. Yeah. How close is she?
Oh, she's close. No, she is.
Uncomfortably close.
she's probably like 100 meters away. This is a pretty huge room,
Oh, I was gonna say, can I roll it to her? But I can't roll
like a
100
bowling.
meters.
Just bowl it
Yeah,
towards her.
That's essentially what I was gonna sort of let it roll toward, and then but no.
Let it roll.
Okay, I start approaching her, holding it out in front of me, looking around for
Cool. Yeah.
people who are about to murder me.
So there appears to be no one else in this courtroom other than the Raven Queen, and actually from a side door, Dismal Ant steps out, which is odd because he was waiting outside for you. You
Yeah.
entered the through the gate, and he's now suddenly here. But he steps out, and he
Yeah.
stands at her side. She doesn't pay him any notice. But yeah, you can continue walking. There's no one stops you up until there's like a dais,
Mm.
Do us.
a dewey.
Depends on how you are,
Correct.
in which way you are inclined. But yeah,
Indeed. Yeah, that's kind of like seems like the visitor position.
I arrive at the visitor position,
Mm,
and
my favourite position.
I'm familiar with this position.
Mhm.
I say, does this mean that our business is concluded, or is there more to be done now?
She looks down at you and says, "There is but one more task to be done, but
Ah, come on.
I will need some time. You may rest,
What?
recover."
I pull out my contract, read the small print, sigh.
God damn, she's got me again.
God damn you, section
When Bay's
28,
got you by the
paragraph
front
5.
And she's got you by the donga.
By the dice. I am.
Okay. Well,
And
I guess
you're in the visitor position. It's all gone wrong. Yeah.
She says, "You may have quarters here and stay for as many centuries, years, as you wish.
Just like
Centuries. That's a long
minutes.
time.
After our task is completed."
Okay. Where are the quarters?
Dismal Ant steps forward. Says, "Follow me, follow me."
Oh, you have a very familiar voice. I should probably talk to Courtney soon. Okay.
Elvis is getting like, he's missing us so much. Everyone just sounds like Courtney now, even Kai.
Yes.
He leads you onwards, down some passages. Do you guys all follow? He starts to like
Yes.
emotions.
Or Caelyn does.
I do.
Yeah, I'm like right at his heels. Probably
Actually-
trying to like actually stroke the weird demon and being like,
What is this? Is he made of shadow?
Um,
Is he corporeal?
I give like a low bow and say, I realize this is highly irregular, but would I perchance be permitted a private audience with her?
Holiness.
That one. I didn't know if holy is like an offensive
Her
term.
unholiness. He meant unholiness.
Yeah.
Dismal Ant says, "Oh well, I will talk to her. I'll talk to her."
No, I'm asking her. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay, sorry. Yeah, right, yeah. Cool. She looks at you and says, "Very well, stay."
I just remain bowed until people have left.
Cool.
Caelyn notices that Kai is not coming, and she doesn't stay there, but she'll kind of, once she has gone, she'll hover a little bit down the corridor and wait for him.
Elvis doesn't. Elvis
That always goes off. Yeah, I know.
continues. Yeah. Elvis.
Cool.
Elvis goes and immediately cleans out both Kai and Caelyn's minibath.
Yeah. That's it.
So, Kai, you're left alone in a room with the Raven Queen. What do you do?
I bow for an awkwardly long time. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long you.
She like raises a finger, and like your head like comes up.
I was gonna say I don't see her raise the finger. I am looking at my belly button. I am. Yeah, I raise my head and
Is it in ear
Some
or an
shit.
outie?
She
Kai
asks.
has an outie.
Does character creation
She
go that deep?
Yeah, well, it should. Beth.
goes-
That's the first thing I
goes
distinguish with
very
all my
deep.
characters. Anyway, yeah, she raises your eyes to look at
She
her.
raises. Okay. So, in your chamber, are your children permitted to eavesdrop?
Welcome.
She says they do not have to. She says, "Thank you, Clash of Clans Killer 67 for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend."
That's
Um,
pretty. That's
yeah.
pretty cool. Like, you just join a D&D stream, and you get welcomed by the
by a
queen
goddess.
of the goddess of death.
Yeah. Yeah. She says, "If you wish this to be private, it can be."
I nod.
Hello.
So,
She nothing appears to happen, and she says, "Very well, we are alone."
so, I obviously realize that you have a lot of offspring. I'm here to speak about two in particular.
Very well. Which ones? Moldark, I believe,
Yeah.
has business with you.
That's one way of looking at it. Yeah. If that's the way you choose, then fair enough. There is also she who opens the gates.
Ah. What of her?
They have he's a little awkward and he sort of says, may I ask you how you feel as a mother? towards your many children.
All must die. In the end.
Alimagulas.
All demons must die.
But we're not demons, so. So, I suppose that's almost compassion in the way of Nilfheim. Do you hold either of those two, specifically Moldark, in particularly high regard?
They are powerful offspring of mine.
And
You are asking whether I have feelings.
no, I'm not, because I realize that that's probably not the right way of looking at it. From your perspective, I would ask if you would trust them enough to be able to turn your back on them.
Why would I ever do that?
Okay. With demons such as those, how do I'm gonna cut this shit because obviously your time is rather important and my time is probably very limited. And if what you say is true, and I hope I can take the word of a goddess such as yourself as at face value, I'm asking what it would take to kill Moldark.
She takes a long look. She says, "Very powerful magic, most likely."
I sort of toss the source stone up and down in my hand, as if trying to make a point.
I see. Well, you'd have to get him to come out.
Well, there is that, but there is also the fact that I don't know how you go about killing a demon, and you've got absolutely no reason to part with that information.
Sure enough.
So I was wondering if maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement.
You know me, I'm ready to bargain.
I don't have long. Pretty soon, this won't be a private conversation anymore, and I'll have to go back inside my box, in my head, and pretend that I'm not there anymore. I've been living this way for I can't even tell you how long. And I've been very careful not to let Moldark know of my eventual plans. And I realize that it'll probably get me killed in the process, and I've made my peace with that. So I'm not really sure what I can offer you, but if it's within my power to grant it to you, I'll see it done. All I want in return is vengeance for every life that he's taken from me, and for my life that he stole from me.
Very well. How does eternity sound?
There's one other thing before I seal this deal. There's someone traveling with us. Her name is Caelyn. I believe you have already spoken to her.
I have.
I don't know how much you know about human emotion, and I imagine a lot of the human emotion down here isn't anything particularly pretty. But back in my plane, I was once in. I met someone, and Modok took her away from me.
I see.
And ever since then, I've tried to keep everyone at arm's length or further, especially if I care about them, because I know that if he senses it inside me, he'll snatch them away as well. And despite my best intentions, he's done just that to someone else that I care about, piece by piece, until there's naught left.
You wish this to not happen to the elf.
She's not much, I know. But she reminds me of the first girl who ever looked after me. Sounds stupid, I know, but
She
When-
is completely his. I cannot control what happens to her in this life. But
I'm
in the
not
next.
asking you to free her from him because I realize that that's something that's done. But if I succeed and he's no longer there, would you be able to grant her some peace with her parents?
I will consider it.
I know we're just small grains of sand in a really big desert to you. But some of those grains of sand were once something a little bit more special than that. So maybe it all turns to ash in the end, but as long as someone remembers it all, then as long as someone still has the guts to stand up and be counted and say no, then it isn't really gone. It's the only reason I've survived this long, is burying my memories and holding on to them. And I don't want her to go through what I've been through. I've said my piece.
You may leave.
Kai gives another gracious bow and leaves.
Cool. Alright. So, Caelyn and Elvis are with Dismal Ant. the little-
Caelyn is waiting for Kai.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
The Irish Drive. So yeah, in which case, Dismal Ant stays. He waits. He's not going anywhere without you. Honestly, Lee, we should really get to your quarters, your chambers. Get to your chambers.
I'll wait here. Thank you. You can go.
Okay. We'll have to wait here then, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Sorry
come
about this. I know.
All right, well, I guess I'll just wait with you. What are we waiting for? Come on, Caelyn.
We're waiting for our travelling companion. We're waiting for our friend.
What? Oh, yeah.
Kai.
Kai. Yeah, okay, got it. Sorry. Forgot. I thought... Never mind. Yep. Him.
Right up. A few minutes later, Kai steps out into the corridor.
Does Kai look particularly emotional, or is he still the same hard-faced bastard as always?
No, he looks particularly sneery / angry.
So,
So,
hard-faced
more
bastard.
emotional than usual.
No, mainly just that same indifferent, and he sort of looks
Hard-faced
over at you
bastard.
two and says, "What the fuck are you two still doing here?"
We were waiting for you. You tried to take forever. I mean, we're supposed to get into bed by now and take a rest and maybe even nap, maybe even drink, because I'm supposed to still be celebrating for my honeymoon.
We'll get to it. We'll sort it out. But when we get back to Atonica, you will have the best honeymoon in the world, Elvis.
Well, this counts as my honeymoon. I've always wanted to go to the
Fuck
realm
it.
of death. So
Don't
this
listen.
is
Don't pay
destination
any attention
honeymoon.
to her.
Well,
Let's go get drunk.
that's what I thought. Let's do this.
And as he passes, he pauses awkwardly next to Caelyn and says, "I'm really sorry."
Don't be
is-
sorry. Let's go. Let's get drunk.
And he leaves. Boys only. Stag do. Boys only. It's
It's a post-stag do.
supposed stag do.
Cool. Yeah, this is-
Caelyn seems really taken aback by this, but she just kind of shakes it off and she
No,
puts
it's
it into the thing of...
entirely sarcastic. It's like one of those like, "I'm really sorry."
But yeah, just the fact you're saying
Just
sorry,
need-
sincerely or not, she's just like, I'll think about it later.
Dismal Ant leads you through a series of corridors. Probably takes about probably leads you around for about an hour through these cavernous chambers, and then corridors and passages up some staircases, which are all kind of very deadly. If you fell down these staircases, you would not be getting up. But as you come through, he leads you through some doors into separate chambers. As a room for each of you. In here, it's all very dark, cold. The beds look comfortable-ish, but they also look kind of like they're made for imps, maybe. Like multiple imps sleeping in
Just the right size.
these beds. So, yeah, they don't look particularly comfortable, but there's some liquid in like some jars, which can be poured out, but you don't really recognise what it is if you just look at it. Seems kind of odd. But Dismal Ant leads you here and says, if you need anything, just say my name, and I will appear. And I believe the Raven Queen will see you sometime in the next decade or so. Okay, well, I'll talk to you soon.
I grab him before he can leave
Yeah.
and say, I know this is a little bit unusual, but as we are sort of here on official business, I was wondering if you had any special deals you could do for dignitaries as far as entertainment and beverages were concerned, preferably things that won't kill us instantly.
Well, there's the ambrosia, which is in the jars, or well, we don't drink or eat here, so
Can you order some in?
from
I've got a
work.
source stone. You might be able to use it to pick up. Maybe he looks over at Elvis. He's like, 3, maybe 4 kegs. 3,
Yeah.
4.
I think you have to log on to a thing called Mud Hub. That's probably it.
He says, the problem is the connection
Doom
between
service.
the connection between Atonica and Nilfheim is not so good right now. There's some complications with the whole collapse of the universe. You know how these
Yeah, I
things
know. So that's fine. That's what we're here to sort out. So while we sort it out on this end, you nip over to our end, make sure we need you to run some stuff, like basically check that things can still transfer without exploding. So you go through as living matter, and if you make it, then that's good. And then you come back and you bring something with you, preferably 4 kegs of ale, that'll do. And you bring that back, and if that doesn't explode, everything's looking really good and we can get to work. So don't keep us waiting, because if you keep us waiting, you're keeping the Raven Queen waiting, and we wouldn't want that now, would we? And then I like usher him out the door. I'm like, thank you very
Elvis
much.
needs his
And remember,
booze.
this is the door that you bring in it to.
Well, I'll need the source stone if I.
Oh no! You don't get the source stone. You either figure out some sort of something we could drink, because Kai and Daddy Elvis need their thinking planning juice, and we can't save the world without thinking or planning, because that would be dumb.
Well,
So-
I'll be back within the next decade or 2. Okay.
Okay, great. See you later.
Goodbye.
We'll be
Goodbye.
here waiting.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay. He
I think
heads off.
decades go by by
No,
like
no, you
billions
hang
ago,
up.
so-
No, you hang up.
You leave first. So that was annoying. So what's ambrosia? I'm gonna go over to the ambrosia, and check
Cool.
out what's that.
Yeah, you look in the liquid. It's like a golden sort of liquid. Looks kind of viscous, more viscous than water. Not as viscous as like
Does
gravy.
it smell like honey?
No.
Okay. Can I,
It's
what-
never
can
smell,
I
actually.
investigate?
Sure. He's eating James.
James is dead.
How's it going, Ray? Good to see you, buddy.
Sorry, am I
Yeah.
eating
Why,
that?
why can't Kai just admit he loves Caelyn? Who knows? Who knows? Repressed. 14. This stuff is you can tell. You have a quick check with magic. You can tell this stuff isn't going to kill you. In fact, probably only a few sips means that you will sustain your bodily functions for several weeks. It's not gonna. It doesn't look like it smells or tastes particularly good. Probably doesn't have any taste at all. It's probably similar to water in taste, but it's far more efficient. You can just tell that there's some magic going into this, which means it looks like a very much produced substance, which is for you can imagine the demons here being like, right, if humans visit, we need to have something which keeps them alive, so let's make this horrible tasteless viscous fluid which can keep them alive and they'll survive here.
Okay.
Pretty much what it is.
All right. Yeah. He takes. He starts to.
He goes, I believe this is for us to survive down here, but you know what? I'll bottoms up.
And he takes a sip first.
Yeah, it doesn't taste so much. It's kind of hard going down the throat. It's like you've mixed honey with water or something. Yeah, it's not tasty. It's not disgusting. It just feels kind of, you've got to really gulp to get it down there.
You've got my face when you have to
Taste-
chew this drink.
Yeah.
Tastes delicious. All right, well,
Cool. I
bottoms up.
gesture.
We could probably just drink some of this.
I take some off him, and I'm just like, is it good? And I drink some, and then I'm like,
probably not.
it's not alcoholic. And then I'm like cool, and I open up, I take out my wine skin, and I'm like, don't worry, I got this. And I open it up, and it's just empty. Oh, fuck's sake.
It's a metaphor. Caelyn, what are you doing?
Caelyn goes straight to her room,
Okay, cool.
and she is going to do her meditatey short / long 4-hour nap thing.
17 inches.
Yeah, the 17-inch nap. Cool. So, Elvis and Kai, you have some ambrosia. There's naught else in your room, really. It's very barren. It's, like I said, the bed, there's probably like a stone desk with nothing on it, and the jars of ambrosia.
Cool. I ask Elvis, do you know any sort of magic that ferments anything? I'm thinking, I mean, it's not great, but if we can ferment it, that might give it a little bit more razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, sure.
And he casts prestidigitation and makes it bubbly.
Was that should do it?
You just start to see it foam a little bit.
There you go.
Kai's that guy at the party who's just like, oh, I'm so drunk. Like, Oh, I've had
Had
so,
so much
to drink.
ambrosia, man.
You feeling it?
Yeah, is there any way, like, could we roll, like, an Arcana check to see if, like, between us we can
Sure,
magic
yeah.
and make this alcohol?
Magic some alcohol.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'll,
I feel like I need that spell.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to assist you, Elvis? Like, I don't.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah. 13.
Cool. Yeah, there's like you get like a mild alcohol,
Mild buzz.
mild buzz. Yeah, you'd have to drink a lot of this to get.
Yeah.
You know,
How much is
the
that?
amount Kai drinks? I mean, you'd need.
It's essentially WKD.
Yeah, you're drinking. Yeah, you're drinking some.
My
some-
face
some
was
white girl drinks.
WKD Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many bottles of this are there?
Oh, there's loads of jars around here.
Cool. I go around the room slowly fermenting them all.
Cool.
So if anyone ever comes here as a dignitary, it's just everything in their room
Oh,
is
this is
slightly
good.
alcoholic.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and then we proceed to drink, and Kai eventually resigns himself to sleeping.
So what do? We just wait here for the Raven Queen to tell us what to do next? Because we did...
Oh yeah, either that or we die of old age.
What? So we're just here just... What? We just bring the stone and now get rewarded? We get rewarded for like a little crappy house for these honey jars of ghost piss? I don't quite get this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. What a goddess. Alright, so I guess we'll wait here.
Kai hands you 2 more bottles and is just like, this will probably take the edge off the first few hours, and
You're
then
probably right.
I'll kill you and you can kill me.
Okay, let's play Flip Jar.
Cool. We
Cool.
start playing Flip Jar.
Nice.
It's
So
very hard.
I
Hurts my
imagine several
fingers.
hours pass by, and then you guys.
At least 4.
Yeah, at least 4. Caelyn, do you do anything after the 4 hours?
I sped hit die if I need to. Give me a moment.
Welcome back, Rich.
Well, you'd be
Um,
healed, wouldn't you? Because you slept.
I mean, to be honest, by this point, yeah, you guys can just go back up to full because we've been resting us up.
I met the Raven Queen.
Yay.
And
What level are we? Did we level up last time? We were supposed to. I don't think we did.
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kai and Elvis, do you guys retire to your rooms, or do you go out and do stuff, or?
I can't remember if I'm in my room or Elvis's room, so I just get into bed.
Okay, Elvis.
Yeah, he does the same. Just gets in bed and waits. I mean, until
Cool.
he's told what to do next.
Is it like a
Who
big
waits
bed?
in bed for the next decade?
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
years later.
Why is my face
That's
so...
5 more
what?
minutes, Mom. So Caelyn, after your 4 hours, what do you do? What do you get up to?
I want to wander.
Okay, you go for a mosey.
Yes.
You're quickly lost in these. It seems like it's unending. You turn corners into more corridors, which lead into more corridors, which lead into open halls, which lead into corridors and halls, and more corridors and stairs. And shortly, you find yourself lost when Dismal Ant appears at the top of the staircase. Oh, what are you doing here?
Wandering.
Well, come with me. We have a task for you, and the other 2.
Okay. I was under the impression it'd be decades. It's been like
It has.
5 hours.
He checks a watch, lower stopwatch, and says, "No, it has been 10 years."
Okay. Caelyn looks really confused. Yes, but she kind of shrugs her shoulders and she's just like, it's no fine, anything could happen. And yes, she just follows the one that isn't snivelling idiot.
Yeah. He basically just opens a door, and you've been wandering probably like a few hours. He opens a door, and then you're back in your room, and there wasn't a door in this room before. And he says, "Come on, come through."
She goes through.
Cool. The door shuts behind you, and then the wall is back again. And he exits out the normal door.
She looks at the wall and then looks at where the door was and
Come on,
looks
come on,
back
stop
at...
looking at the doors.
It's a wall. We just walked through a wall.
It's a door. Can you not see the door? And he goes and opens the door. The door's there.
No, I can now. And she just kind of shakes her head and she's just like, this can't be happening again. And
You really are
Yeah.
odd. Come with me, come with me.
she just kind of sighs and follows.
He walks through the normal door and knocks on both chambers to Kai and Elvis's room. You hear raps on the door. Wake up, come on.
Well, that sounds like a friend. Are you okay? Kai, you drunk?
We've slept a little bit. Like Kai's drunk enough for things to be good, but not drunk enough for things to be bad.
That makes sense. Okay.
And he hops off the bed and waddles over to the.
He says it to you in third person. He's just like, yeah, Kai's feeling okay.
Okay.
And he walks over to the door and tries to like reach for the doorknob, and the doorknob I guess slides down, and then he just turns it and opens up.
Nice. Come on then. You ready for your Raven Queen is ready to see you?
And Caelyn's
Oh.
just like, guys, it's been 10 years.
10.5.
I look.
It really shows on you, Caelyn. All right, let's go.
I hold up this bottle and I'm like,
Bastard!
shit. I'm like,
No, I mean,
Elvis,
it's
did we
been-
just get drunk for 10 years?
That sounds
No,
awesome. That sounds like
I mean,
a gnomish
it's been
wedding, if it is.
It's been like 10 hours, but like 10 years.
10.5 years, yes.
10 and a
That's-
half years.
I
I'm
suddenly look at
talking
Elvis
about.
and I'm just like, oh my god. Your wife is gonna be so old.
Sniveling Ant, I need you to take a letter for me.
I'm Dismalant, yes.
Dismal Ant, excuse me. Take a letter.
And he starts pacing.
Yes.
Dear my beloved Courtney, it has been 1 decade since I've seen you last, and I miss you every day. Though it seems like 10 hours, it has torn my heart and liver completely. I just want you to know that this entire time I have been drunk celebrating our holy matrimony. And I love you, and I hope everything is okay. TTYL. Elvis.
Very well. Should get to her within a few years.
Yeah,
Come on in.
probably. All right.
He starts leading you guys down these passages again, for about another hour, until you come back to the door, the Raven Queen's throne room. He steps inside just before you, says, right here, and then comes back a few minutes later. She's ready to see you.
Right.
Come.
Caelyn steps in, and walks to the center of the room and kneels and bows and stuff.
Before I head in, I pause and I sort of say to Moldark, are you still there?
Oh yes, very much.
Good.
So.
Right. Cool.
Been enjoying the past decade.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, do you experience it in normal time or in our timeline? Or how does? Never mind. Anyway, that's for another day.
Yes.
So, what do you reckon the deal is now? What are we supposed to be doing?
We shall see, shall we not?
So you haven't got a fucking clue.
He remains silent.
Oh my god, you actually haven't got a clue. You don't know why we're here, do you? Okay, this is quite
Silence
entertaining. It's just like, oh, brilliant. Okay, right. And as he goes to walk in, he just goes, oh, powerful. My ass!
Cool. So you guys are back at the dice, and the Raven Queen is there. The Source Stone is on a pedestal.
Did you say the dais or the dice?
I said dais, but I wasn't sure which. It's cool.
Because I thought you said dice, as in like because dice hate me. So I didn't want to go in if there's dice.
No. So you're back. There. Dismoyan stands to one side. At a pedestal in front of the Raven Queen, probably about 10 feet in front of her, is the Source Stone, which appears to be glowing. And the Raven Queen says, "I trust your stay has been comfortable."
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so bad. It was like, what? It just seems like it was only hours ago that we were here. So, I mean, it was pretty easy.
Time has a interesting way here, you mortals.
I noticed.
Well,
As he's like probably stroking a couple like gray mustache hairs.
So,
I lean into Elvis and like, we've been having this conversation for several hours. That blows
so far, yeah, it just started. That was crazy.
I know, it blows my fucking mind.
be that as it may, I am going to perform the ritual, which will hopefully seal the magic back into Nilfheim.
I lean into Elvis again and like, did she just say hopefully? Isn't she supposed
Yeah,
to
she did.
Yes,
Oh,
I
boy.
did. It is not
So-
a guaranteed.
So this is all a theory.
be? I lean
You
into
just
Elvis
spent
again. I'm like, I don't think she actually has any fucking idea what
No,
she's
this is
doing.
all. No, she knows what she's doing, Kai. She's a god. But we did this all in theory?
Magic is theory.
Okay.
That's your theory.
Theory this!
Alright.
She just explodes, Kai.
She says, this ritual will be incredibly dangerous, therefore I wanted you to know, and she looks at Kai, that if you wish to say goodbyes, now would be an appropriate time. I will begin in
Kai.
about the next year.
But by everybody, so that's an hour, right? I think if my calculations are correct, we have an hour before she starts.
The ritual begins. Oh shit!
I was wrong.
I turn around to you and I'm like, goodbye. And then I look over at Raven Queen. I'm like, I mean, do I need to say goodbye in a special way? Is this part of the ritual? Is this how? I don't understand what's going on.
Elvis probably goes around and says goodbye to everybody.
It's
Cool,
I-
you say.
it's been a
Shake
pleasure.
Elvis's-
It's
It
been a
has.
pleasure.
No,
Kai.
no, it hasn't.
Oh, okay.
That's a lie, and
been
we
real.
both know it's a lie. It hasn't been real either. It's been something.
Okay, well, Kai's going crazy. Caelyn, it's been a pleasure, and I'm gonna miss you most of all.
And he like takes off your shoe and like shakes your foot.
He's like, yes. It's been.
And I'm just like, you can thank She Who Opens Gates for ruining your little project.
What are you? What? Who? I don't even know who that is. But now you're going
You don't
crazy.
want to know who that is.
And,
And she kind of picks you up and gives you a big hug, and she puts you on her shoulder, and she's just like, I'm gonna miss doing this.
Yeah, this is fun.
Makes you human-sized.
I know. Look how tall I am, Kai. Look how tall I am. I'm taller than you. Look at this. And I'm just like,
Kai gives Caelyn a dead leg.
And Caelyn drops you.
And then
I catch Elvis.
Okay, stop throwing me around. Just put me down and please take me seriously.
Okay.
I realize I'm holding you upside down. I'm just like, oh. It's hard to tell one end from the other.
Okay.
And
good.
Caelyn turns to Kai, and she's just like, I know that you really don't.
No.
no.
I
know you
No, don't do
probably
this.
hate me.
No.
I'm not quite
No.
sure why.
Oh God, Elvis, she's doing it. Make her stop doing it.
But talking, she does that. Women talk sometimes.
I know.
And she's just like, Kai, I never quite understood why you hate me. And I probably never will. But, you know...
I could write you a list. Seriously, she said we've got an hour. I could write you the whole
Go
fucking
for it. Go for it. She grabs some pen, like a quill and some ink and some parchment out of her bag and just hands it to you. And
Cool.
she's just like, go for it. But seriously, it's not been
Guy sits with his back
terrible.
to you and starts writing a very long list.
Okay.
She's still talking. She's just like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not been terrible. And maybe one day, if I ever get my soul back, I might bump into you down here. I think it's down. And we can, I don't know, sort things out.
Elvis, how do you
She
spell
just asked you out.
repugnant? No.
Repugnant.
Repulsive? I need a
Rapunzel.
no, that's not it.
Are you sure? Could swear Rapunzel's the-
Reproachful?
I look at Caelyn and I say, I don't seem to be able to find the words to describe you. I hope that's as
Oh,
poetic
Kai,
as I
that
make
means
it.
so much.
That's adorable. I'm gonna
I
throw
jab
up.
you in the face with a quill.
Who, me or Elvis?
You.
I dodge.
I use my dodge
Roll
action.
me initiative. It all comes down to this.
You have the final
This
boss
movement.
fight. It's Kai
final
versus Kai.
Yeah, the final boss fight
With
is
a
like
pen.
Kai and Caelyn.
I don't know where I'm fighting. I don't know who I'm fighting for. This is okay music.
Kaylin sits down with her back to Kai and starts writing a list of her own about all the reasons why Kai is a hard-faced bastard.
This is good. This is a lot of fun.
Like sitting back to back, writing nasty letters about each other.
Aggressively.
So, I guess
Sparse.
I want to say you finish at about the same time. Your lessons.
Or we just turn around and hand them to each other.
I don't just hand it to you. I take it, I put it against your chest, and then I stab you with the quill to like pin it to your chest. And then I take that and I'm just like immediately like,
Ouch!
What the hell?
You've
What the
misspelled.
Nilfgaard?
Gee. No. Yeah. Meh. I take that as a compliment. No. Elvis, she's really bad at writing. Look at that. And he just like starts picking.
I believe you mean poor. She's poor at writing.
She's
Kaylin just turns around like really, really defensively. She's just like, I was a fucking barmaid, not a freaking scholar.
Oh yeah, you're a barmaid. I forgot about that. You really?
I lean in.
Oh, that was your job.
I totally did like 5 lines about how she's a barmaid. They were brilliant.
The
Barmaid.
ritual is about
Barmaid.
to begin.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's been real. You
Kaylin's
guys,
reading through
I-
the list and she's just like, arse, twat, arse.
She's reading the list aloud then.
There you go.
Eldritch blast fired.
Me and my Elvis.
So,
and me.
the Raven Queen says, we're about to begin, and she stands. And I guess you guys are kind of like, I want to say you're in like a line / vague semicircle kind of thing in front of her.
Yes.
Not that I want to box you guys in or anything, but I imagine you guys might be standing in such a pattern.
No.
Are we standing on a,
No,
on a-
we,
don't hold me
we
down.
stand in a triangle. We're like a boy band.
I'm the
Ty
bad
stands at the front dramatically.
Billy Electromagwaves.
With
Um,
his
that's
boy
nice.
band hairstyle and
Mm.
Caelyn, you hear a voice familiar to you in your head, and Modoc says, "Well, I think it's about time that we did something, don't you, Caelyn?"
and she just thinks back to Moldark. It's like, and what exactly would that be, dear?
Why, this. You start walking towards the source stone.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Caelyn attempts to talk.
No.
No, okay.
No, your tongue isn't working anymore. You're in fact licking your lips in anticipation.
Is there anything I can roll because I don't know, we don't have willpower, do we?
You have yeah, there's willpower. Oh no, sorry, no, that was D&D.
That's why he's the DM.
Anything along those lines to try?
Sure, you could you could roll me an Arcana check to see if there's any magical thing you can try and do.
To stop Moldark.
Sure.
I got a 10.
Cool. You try and do something, but you have no control over your body.
None at all.
In fact, mental functions are slowing down. You feel very sluggish in your head. You feel more Moldark though, which is great. And Josh, you're muted, mate. You're talking, but you're not saying anything.
Bugger. Yeah, I walk over and...
Oh, yeah, she's a quick pace. She's striding.
Oh, okay.
She's going.
Oh, cool. I call out and I'm like, Caelyn, what are you doing?
She reaches the source stone. She bends down, picks it up.
I look to the Raven Queen and I'm like, is she supposed to be doing that?
The Raven Queen takes one step towards her and begins to raise a finger. Caelyn, you bend down to touch the source stone, and then you explode.
Literally explode?
Yeah. Caelyn
Wow. Good thing I said bye.
Explodes.
Like into lots of little pieces, burning ball
Reds.
of inferno.
Into little bits of
Little
red
bitty
chunky
Caelyns.
meat flying everywhere, and also dark black magic at the same time. She literally explodes, and at the same time, Kai and Elvis, you feel an internal wrenching from within you. There's an eclipse of agony as Caelyn absolutely just goes, and you look down from about where your heart is, and you see blood and this white tendrils, which you've come to recognise as being souls, this pouring out of your bodies. And you feel pretty helpless. You're in absolute agony at this point. This is probably the most painful thing which you've ever experienced. You've felt some pretty bad stuff. You've been around a source stone. You probably fall down to your knees, or you might fall down to your just fall on the floor, or you might just clutch at yourself, whatever you're trying to do to stop the pain. But you're helpless as this blood and bits of gore and black magic coalesce into a huge form. And the Raven Queen is similarly, she's knocked back down onto her throne. Was standing and she just falls back down onto the throne with this blast of magic. And this shadow and blood and magic intertwine into a being at huge first, and then it goes smaller into a man-shaped size. And from the eclipse, a man and a woman step forward. The man, he wears dark clothing, is apparently unarmed. At first he has a scar, however, which ruins his left eye, and the other one is glowing yellow. He smiles. He's got a wolfish smile, and wolfish features in general, and his white hair which falls down to his shoulders. And most of you would... Kai, definitely you would recognise this to have several features which look very Moldark from when you saw him when you were a child. He's clean shaven, bony, too bony to be handsome, really. And the woman, she has long auburn hair and a wicked smile. She wears a daring dress. Caelyn, you in fact recognise this dress from when you last met her.
I'm dead.
Yep,
I
you
just
would
exploded. Can I recognise anything at the moment?
Not as such. Thanks, Muffin, for the host.
Am I there at all
no,
in
you're-
any sense
You've
of the word?
just literally exploded into chunks of meat. That happened, which is good. And I've lost my train of thought. She's wearing a daring dress. It's kind of cut. It's got like one of those cool slices up to the hip. You know what I'm talking about, Beth?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure we've had this conversation before, Will.
apparently have a thing. Maybe I do, but no. I think it's just the fact that it's the same character. She's wearing the same dress, absolutely stunning, and she's also got this
She
black.
doesn't have the same wardrobe department as the Raven Queen.
No, it turns actually bits of the blood and the chunks of formerly Caelyn's flesh form into this dress, into this red dress, which sweeps up into her and forms around her. And so Kai and Elvis, how do you guys react? You're in absolute agony. What happens when Kai is about to pass out from pain? What does he do?
Kai is going to try and basically conjure up all his repressed memories of his family and everything, and sort of find the will to essentially get back up onto his feet. Like he's down on one knee and he's close to passing out, and he's going to try and sort of push his way back up onto 2 feet.
Cool. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Elvis, what are you doing?
13.
So I witnessed her explode, and then in her place is this guy who looks like Muldark and this other girl with a meat dress.
Yeah, with a meat dress. So to clarify that, she like the dress is red, but the blood which is poured from out of you, which is also exploded from Caelyn, kind of forms around her and goes into the dress to make it a dark crimson red.
Got it.
And it
So
glistens.
not Lady Gaga's dress
No,
that I
afraid
just
not.
posted. All right. So just to clarify, not that. All right. So I'm like withering in agony as this is happening.
Yeah,
the
this
souls
is-
are pouring through
Yeah,
out of me.
there's soul pouring out of you, and looks like a lot of blood as well.
Jeez. Okay.
Pints of blood.
Probably his thought was,
Isn't that the guy who married me? Moldark!
and then as this is probably happening, as well as the shock of him slowly draining souls and blood from his body. He's probably helpless, correct? Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, fair
He
enough.
probably looks over at Kai and tries to see if he can
Kai,
get some sort of connection.
Kai appears to be trying to grit his teeth and stand up. He's falling down onto his knees. The pressure of this blood and soul coming out of him appears to be, I mean, quite understandably, he doesn't look in a good state. But these two figures, the man and a woman, step forth. The Raven Queen's still sitting on her throne. She looks absolutely taken aback and rather stunned. And he says, well, it's good to meet you all in person at last. And the woman says, it is good to see you. Hello, Caelyn. Oh, she's dead. And the recognizable voice of she who opens the gates. And Moldark says, well, whilst I have you here, it's time I see my mother again. And he turns to look at the Raven Queen, and she looks paler than she's ever looked before. She looks stunned, and you've never seen her in her throne not looking absolutely commanding. Usually she has a real presence when she sits there, and you look at this woman and you're afraid. You don't want to actually speak to her because she looks like she might just kill you. But now she's kind of slumped down back into her chair. She's she's taken a hit, and Moldark.
She's taken a hit. She's slumped.
She's
she's
had a bit
she's
of the 420. She's got her mellow on, and she leans back, and Moldark steps towards her. He turns and says, "Hello, mother. It has been far too long." And she says, "My son." And Moldark, he takes his hand to his face as if seeing it for the first time. He grips it tightly, and thank you, Spellborn, for following. He grips it tightly, flexes, and then pushes his hand into her chest, and it goes into her heart, and he brutally pushes it in there. And a second later, he rips out this blue beating heart in his hand, and she screams with the scream of a woman scorned and like a banshee scream, the most high-pitched, soul-wrenching scream you might ever have heard. And he holds it in his hand, and then he takes it into his mouth. Oh, that is good. And the Raven Queen slumps down into her chair as white tendrils of magic and souls begin to pour out of this dead goddess. And they begin to form and swirl around this room in great speed, and the heat, just the friction of them burning through the air is enough to burn the hairs on, burn some beard hairs and burn some hairs, head hair, and so your eyebrows probably start to get singed from the heat of these things just coalescing around in this room. You see Dismal Ant, the little imp, he gets caught up in some of these things, he's instantly just burnt. And he goes up in a flail of screaming limbs and arms and legs, and he's dead. And Moldark stands there, and she who opens the gates is there smiling, watching him. Moldark is continuing to eat this heart. This blue kind of blood stuff is pouring down his chin. And you begin to see the very walls of this chamber begin to be destroyed by these white wisps of magic swirling around the room. And the walls begin to collapse. You see the roof, the ceiling, which is hundreds of meters high, they go upwards into it, and the roof begins to take off. It just begins to take off from its hinges, its stone, well, not even hinges, it's stone joints, I guess you'd say, and the ceiling begins to come off, and you see it just going upwards and upwards. For a minute, you're probably encaptured just by watching this. It's kind of absolutely bizarre. You're in agony, you're losing a lot of blood, there's incredible amounts of magic going on in this room, and you're probably having quite an out-of-body experience at this point, literally, if you're Caelyn. Moldark and she who opens the gates stand there, and as this black shadow and these white tendrils collapse, you find yourself in the wasteland as these walls collapse around you and are just devoured, essentially, by these tendrils of magic. And you're back in the desert where once this city stood, and you see out the rest of the city is just being destroyed by what was left of the Raven Queen. Any of you with any knowledge of the Raven Queen know that this is all the soul she ever devoured, she ever once possessed, which is absolutely millions. Including parts of your own, hence the magic being drawn from your own bodies. And it is just destroying the city. Everything she once built, everything that once belonged to the Raven Queen is being devoured by these angry souls, and they are not happy with her. And you look back, and there is only one item left in the room still standing, and that is the throne, upon which sits Moldark. And she who opens the gate stands next to him at one side. And, you guys are on your knees. Caelyn has exploded, and you're no longer in the throne room because the throne room has been destroyed, and there's not much of a city being left, it's being destroyed. And he sits there and says, well, how are we all?
Dying, this hurts.
It's probably his response.
Kai's trying to hold the blood and soul inside his body. Trying to basically it's fruitless attempt, but he's bleeding, and he tries to sort of stand up and start walking towards Moldark.
Cool, roll me another con save. See if you can grit your teeth. There's still the souls appear to have been done. They're drawn out from you and are fully into Moldark. The blood appears to continue to pour from you. Yeah. So with 23, you stand to your feet. Moldark says, you have strength in you yet, Kai.
He just spits like a mouthful of blood on the floor and starts, walking towards him.
Cool. So you're like I said, probably several hundred meters away from in the what was once was the throne room. You take agonizing step by agonizing step, essentially. And he says, "Oh, I thought I'd have a little bit of an evil monologue, if you don't mind, Kai. If you could take that slowly. Yes, there we go, step by step. Still powering you yet." And he says, "Do you remember all those years ago when we met, Kai? I can tell you do. I know you think of it often. Well, that time that the village burned down." And I imagine there's some form of recognition or fire burning in Kai's eyes
Yeah.
when that topic is brought
Oh,
up.
absolutely.
Yeah. He says, well, by chance, other events, powerful magical events, began at the same time in the world. In a tavern in Jetsam, a tavern exploded in burning fire from a rogue sorceress. He looks over it. Where Caelyn's few bits of guts once now lay. And he says, "And in a swamp to the west, a little gnome tried to bring back his dead brother. Small events, you might think, but they simultaneously, by fate, chance, destiny, whatever greater forces you choose to believe in, allowed me to create a small tear between Nilfheim and here, and with the help of she who opens the gates," and she nods her head deferentially, "allowed us to, well, create a little channel down back home. And with the help of the clan, well, all those dead wizards going down here, too much energy, it was perfect. You see, I want to come back to Atonica, and I intend to now that I have ascended to godhood. Thank you for that, by the way, everybody. Bringing me the Source Stone here was most helpful." And he says, "So, now that I'm here, and the plan is set, all of my cousins can enter Atonica, and I will be with them, and we will create a new land. Not Atonica, Nilfheim, the new version. A bit sexier, with me in charge. I think you'll like it."
New Nilfheim. Love it.
Thank you. "And of course, whilst I'm there, I'll need someone to look after the place down here.
New Tonica. I've got more coming.
So, Kai, I offer you a chance to continue life. Eternal life down here. My second in command, if you like."
Guy's still limping towards him.
Very well. What about you, little gnome?
Yes.
You could serve here for a time.
In the land of the dead?
Yes.
A necromancer gnome?
He probably struggles as he's like trying to all this power and blood as he's losing and souls are being ripped from him. He probably slowly moves his hand towards the lapel that was once his dead skin with the Raven Queen brand, and he rips it off his collar and he like probably puts it out in front of him, and probably dark flames like crinkle it up into like a paper as it catches fire, and he goes,
I think I can serve the Raven King. I'd love to.
Good. Now then, all that's left is Kai. Poor lonely Kai left here. Friends abandoned him. Killed his parents. Killed his family. His village. All for nothing. All to get me here. Kill him, Elviz.
Okay. Unless he wants to not die right now and, you know, try to...
Kai stops for a second. How close am I to Moldark?
You're probably about halfway there. For like 50 meters.
I turn, not take like keeping both demons in my peripheral vision back to Elvis, and give him a slow shake of my head and say, "It's not what you. It's not what he's promising you. It's not what you think. You'd just
I'm
be
sorry.
a puppet."
Land of the Dead? Hello, look at me. This is awesome. Herald of the Dead? I can study everything down here. I can become a master of the dead. And then beyond that, I can become a demigod of the dead. I mean, people will obviously be worried up in even in Atonica as well as with the Feywield. Oh, Courtney. Maybe I'll bring her. I mean, she'll die soon, in like probably hours or tens of hours from now, and then she'll be here, and we'll be friends forever, and she could be my love. But then I could be a demigod to Moldark. Aren't you friends with this guy anyway? What's the big deal?
Kai turns his back on Elvis, continues to starts walking towards Moldark and says, "He killed my parents. He killed my village. He killed everyone I've ever cared about. All because we were convenient stepping stones to get him there. And you think he's just going to hand you the keys to the kingdom? You think any mortal has any importance to him?"
No, I don't, because the one who he was really important to him was Caelyn, because that was really more like his pawn to getting the stone, but you couldn't even do that, so he had to jump to Caelyn. And now you're just kind of in his way, and Moldark is, if he gives me the reins, I can bring your family back. I can bring Caelyn back. I'm the herald of the dead. Come on, I can bring our friends back. And I would also just reap the souls of the ones who die, and then I could also study their parts for science and for spellcraft, and also
Elvis,
hang out with Courtney when she comes. What?
I'm not trying to bring my family back.
What do you want?
I want to make sure that there isn't another family on his list, be it yours or anyone else's. If you can't see that, then I'm really sorry. And you'll probably beat me. But I'm not going to stop.
Come on and kill him already, I'm bored.
Okay, Moldark, as much as you want me to kill him, I can't just kill him. Look how small I am, and look how big he is. He's full of anger, and I'm just full of little bitty spells. I can't probably kill him right now.
I stop walking and I turn my back on Moldark and I look at Elvis and I say, "If you want to kill me, I won't fight you." And he just stands with his arms open and says,
I don't
"You can
want
take as long as you want. You can take as many swipes as you want. You can stab me as many times as you want. Because if you side against me, I haven't got anything left, and I die now. for nothing. That's it. I don't have some clever backup plan. I don't have any friends to back me up. I have you. That's it. And if you turn your back on me right now and you drive that blade into my heart, then I die. There's no second chances for this. There's no sneaky way out. There's no bartering with my soul. I die. It goes to him and he wins. And you get to live for a short while longer before you realize that you've been betrayed and you sold it all for nothing. You sold every life in a Tonica for nothing. So make your fucking choice, Elvis.
Elvis, probably with a deadpan face, walks towards you. His eyebrows furled, and he reaches out in front of you, and or he reaches out towards the center of your chest, and he places his hand on yours. Probably with a face of hate and anger, as he's trying to blink back tears. And he casts False Life, and he goes,
Let's do this.
"Zah!" And he runs between your legs and tries to charge Moldark.
Go, roll my initiative, everyone.
I fucking love
just
Elvis
assuming Caelyn doesn't
so much.
count.
Oh no. Oh no, you are meat everywhere, Caelyn. You are delicious barbecued
I
meat.
really, Kate, she's actually dead this time, isn't she? There is no coming back from this, is there?
It's got a nice
Can I do animate dead on the chunks of meat?
Bring it back. These little twitch from this piece of... Oh, there's a little rib.
Well, maybe like I could, if I do animate dead, I could have like a skeleton of her bones that are scattered.
Cool, so give me initiative.
So Caelyn's done soulless zombie. She's now a skeleton, people.
Pretty much.
Finally, am I right?
Oh, no.
That's a dex save for Frozen.
Wow.
This is where we die.
Caelyn 9.
This is where we fight. This is where we die.
Do you not get two? Like, no, I suppose you wouldn't, would you?
What?
No, I was thinking for initiative because usually you get 2 rolls, but yeah, for initiative. Cool.
I literally have. Yeah, no. I literally have no idea how we're gonna win, but whatever.
I think the point is you're not gonna win.
Okay.
And I think that's okay.
Now you're dead, so mute yourself.
Elvis, you disappoint.
What'd you say?
Linnea says, Elvis, you disappoint.
You know, I mean, it would. I mean, I
have you
could-
got me initiative, dude?
Yeah, roll 3.
Oh, really? I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm blind. Cool. And then we do these guys.
I mean, he still wants to be the herald, but
so
I mean,
I'm so annoyed that I
So, turn.
rolled that.
Oh, still
beat
better.
you by 1.
Still better. Cool. So Elvis begins to charge towards Moldark and she who opens the gates, and she opens the gates, looks towards you and raises a hand, and a bolt of black magic fires out towards you, Elvis. And remember, you guys are back at full hit points from previously, so bear
Because
that
that
in
really
mind.
did Caelyn a lot
Except from
good, didn't
Caelyn,
it?
she's at minus 17. That's a nat 20. Pretty good start for these guys. Very happy with that effort. Thank you, she who opens the gates. 5 damage. Not brilliant damage, but shit. Feels good, man. Well, actually 7. No, 7 because you rolled the nat 20. Cool. So Elvis is going to take 7 as soon as he's back. And
I thought it was 23 damage. I was just like,
that's 23
well, this is
damage.
Elvis is dead.
So I balanced this encounter, guys. So
In fairness, it is a
yeah, no, sure.
two like
It would just
powerful beings. Is the source stone still around? Like,
yeah,
or is
it appears to be in Moldok's hands, or in his lap. In fact, pretty safe in his lap.
Okay, so I take 7. Sorry.
You take 7, mate. And Moldok remains seated in the throne, smiling. And that brings it to Kai's turn.
What are we fighting? Sorry.
What are you fighting? You're fighting Moldok and she.
Oh, I didn't know if it was Moldog. Okay, those two. Okay, I didn't know if they were like minions. Okay.
No. That's after you defeat like the first stage of him when you get him down to 0 and then he transforms and then the
Yeah.
Yeah. Phase 2.
Phase 2 begins and
Just
you've got to kill him in a
This
different
is
This is a
form.
tank and spank the first phase.
Yeah.
but
in the
second phase is definitely
in
not
the
really
end,
that.
he just comes out
crowd
in a
control.
Metal Gear, and he's just like, "Come at me," and you have to fight him in a Metal Gear.
You're
It's
fighting a
gonna be
god and a
amazing.
near god. It's only going to go well some good. God tier dice goes. Sure enough, got these
We,
rolls in,
we,
boys.
we have good, yeah, we have good history.
Okay. Oh,
gonna
and
double-
remember, anybody watching that the Dono Reno system thing, you can give these guys inspiration for just £1, and you could fire some inspiration to one of these guys if you want to make sure they do survive or something. And there's a whole other donation stuff down below.
Yeah, help us level up.
Help us level
Yeah,
up.
you could literally be all that stands between them and domination of all
Or
dominions.
you can help Moldok and she opens the gates out. So
Yeah,
yeah. So Kai, it's your turn. What are you doing, my friend? Hold on.
Kai is going to double his movement to close the distance.
Cool. You probably get toward. You can probably get next to she who opens the gates. She's standing in front of Moldok.
Can I try and roll an acrobatics to get round her?
In your state, no. I mean, you can. You're just probably going to fall into her. I mean, you could try and do that if you just want to, like. I mean, there's probably no
essentially
way
gonna
Kai is
try
going to
and,
be able to do.
Actually, oh, no, I was thinking because it's probably like, we're probably also going up steps, aren't we?
Yeah, you're going up some steps. Yeah.
I can imagine like I'm just like I'll power slide through her legs up steps and just like destroy my face. It's like curb stomping at extreme speed. Yeah, no, I sort of want to get like right up close to her.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw my hand axe at her face to try and like literally it's just to try and move her out of the way.
Cool. You'll probably
She's
get
in-
disadvantage for this roll because you're just
Yeah.
running and.
Yeah, that's absolutely
But yeah, I mean, it's
fine.
just a distraction. Yeah.
Cool. She's so distracting. Hold on. Oh, fuck's sake! I don't have that set up real quick.
Someone donate £100 and get Will to put Caelyn back together.
That would be amazing. She's back. What is it? 1d6. My face when it does 1d6. So I'm so dead. You bastard. Hold on.
What'd you roll?
I didn't. It didn't let me.
Level 5.
17.
Cool.
I know that number resonates with you.
It does. It does resonate with me.
Mm.
Yeah, you like you catch her, probably just on the shoulder or something. It nicks her. Doesn't appear to care. She
Does
kind of
she
looks down.
move at all?
No, she looks down at it.
Oh.
And it is top of the round.
No,
Wait,
what about
it's
Elvis?
Elvis.
Oh, Elvis' turn. Yeah. Okay.
Elvis,
Top
you're
of
just
the
there
No,
to
round.
you
be
don't get
shot
a
Sure,
at.
Elvis.
No.
You're Elvis, you're just there to be shot at. By the way, how many hit points do I have with false life?
Oh,
I need to know that.
no, you don't.
Could literally save my life. It won't.
Let's see
No, just
here. Duration spell slot, second level or higher, you can get 5 additional hit points. I'm gonna cast that at
1d4 plus 4.
I'm gonna cast that at level 3, so you gain plus 10 to this d4. Great, so you have plus 12 bonus hit points.
Nice.
No, it's
What?
1d4 plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. So yeah, you have 6 and then plus 10, so
16. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I
So,
yeah. I'm
It's
running.
Elvis' turn.
I'm gonna cast Alter Self, and I'm gonna look like she who opened the gates.
Okay.
and I'm gonna go try to fight her, and try to make it like that stupid. No, I'm not the real one. No, I'm the real one.
Okay, cool. It's probably going to take you another turn to get into.
Yeah,
to
great.
get to her. You start.
Yeah, that's fine.
Start going off. Top of the round. Oh, I don't want to do that.
I've got this image in my head of like her like casting like black lightning at you, and you like take it and like, and as it like you
Oh, yeah.
turn it into a spell, and it like and she's just like
I just use it. It
fuck?
arcs across my body, and I'm just
you're just
transforming
there
to her.
like, hello. It's that Scooby Doo thing of I can look at myself naked. Oh,
I take a couple of minutes to be like, this is nice.
Cool. So she who opens the gates looks at you, Kai, and suddenly there is a portal in front of you. If you're into rollers, can you make me a save of some description?
would it be a dex to get out of the way?
It's not going to be a dex. I tell you what, it's going to be a wisdom. You need to make a wisdom save. A burning portal opens up in front of you. Do you go into it? It looks really, really attractive to go walk into this burning portal of death. Make me a wisdom save.
But this burning portal of death looks very attractive.
It looks really good here.
With a 20, I think he might be alright.
Yeah, you don't want to go in there. It looks like it'll probably kill
Cool.
you.
I really, really want to literally just be there, look at it, look at her, look at it, and then just slap her, like backhand her in the face.
Sure.
Does my hand melt off?
Misogynistic pig. You do not want to go into that. So, Moldark, his turn. He's sitting on his throne. He picks up the Source Stone casually in one hand, and looks towards Kai, who's in front of him, and he's going to make maybe like a roll. As he holds it in one hand, and he just points a finger towards Kai, kind of casually. He's like, "Oh, what does this do?" And for a 23 versus your AC,
Yeah, that hits me.
cool. You're going to take a bit of damage. Not too much, just a casual 11.
Okay.
It blasts you. It's a nasty little singe. It's Source Stone energy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I turn around to Elvis, who's like midway through changing, and I point at the Source Stone, and I'm just like, it sucks. Don't get hit by that. That was a terrible idea. I shouldn't have done that.
So it's your turn, Kai.
I'm presuming like she who opens the gates is essentially like guarding
Yeah,
against.
she's in front of you.
Right, in which case I'm gonna try and cast actually no, I'm going to cast as a reaction, if you let me, because I forgot.
Josh is just
Oh,
he's just his face went. Josh is dead. Rip to Josh. Oh, he's back, maybe? No, he's dead. He really wanted to do that thing. I think he wanted to
Hellish rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke, which I'm not going to allow him to do because he should have remembered that.
I think it's computer or
Yeah,
him.
his computer's dead. We will go back to Elvis.
Okay. Elvis is going to. Can I make it to her?
Yeah, you make it to this time, yeah.
I'm going to try to tackle her, and in grasping tackle motion, I want to cast blindness and deafness, and make her blind.
Cool.
Wait. Yes, blind.
Let me get up the effects on my little cheat sheet. Remind us what that does.
Sure.
What's that look like?
Boop, 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 boop.
Reflexes like a sloth. Kai's like, I want to do. I'm gonna have it.
She takes a DC 14 con save.
Cool.
You want me to roll athletics to try to grapple, or just that'll probably be the turn.
Yeah. Just plus 1, 13. So that's
right.
failure. Therefore, she's
She's
blinded.
blind. Yep. And then I want to probably try to step away from her.
reflexes like a dead sloth. Cool. So you try and sidestep it.
So yeah, I run up to her and I like slap her across the face and cast blindness and deafness, and I hit her so hard she goes deaf, or she goes blind, and then I back away
Nice.
from her and try to like. I kind of want to mimic her actions,
Okay.
but I want to also sort of keep an eye on Moldark. What is he doing? Is he holding the soul stone?
Yeah, he's holding the
Soul
soul
Stone?
stone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Josh,
That's right.
you wanted to do a reaction, which I'm not going to allow you to do, but it is your turn
Yeah,
still.
that's fine. Kai, like it's so blindingly powerful. Kai doesn't like have a chance to react. It hurts
Yeah,
so
yeah.
bad. Kai is going to try and essentially. What just happened there? Because I missed that. Sorry.
Elvis blinded, she opens the gates.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to try and get round her.
Cool.
Which, if she's blind, I imagine I can do. I hope.
Yep. She'll be at disadvantage, we'll say, as she tries to make an attack opportunity against you. So, a 18 versus your AC, or an 8, and an 8 is lowest, therefore it's a failure. She tries to swipe
That's
out at you, but she's blind.
I duck under it, and I want to, as I get behind her, I want to, I essentially want to do, like, you know when you, like, stand on one leg and you, like, simultaneously kick and extend an arm? Like, you do
Yeah,
that
I do
sort
that
of
all the
thrust.
time, mate, yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's
No, I
sort
know
of
what
like
you
that pose, yeah. I want to do that, but I essentially want to, as
Disco.
I want to kick her in the small of her back as I cast Eldritch Blast at Moldark.
No, back of her knee. Make her follow her.
Okay, back of her knee, yeah.
Yes.
I like try and do
Prone.
that, and then as I'm like double fisted, I
Okay,
double
so
fist
you're trying to
Moldark.
take 2 actions.
No, I like it. No,
You just wanna fluff
if
that,
need
you
be, yeah.
Okay.
That's like, yeah. It's just a little
Okay.
bit of fluff.
Which
It's the
action
final
are
boss.
you
Let me
taking?
fluff a little bit. I am taking
No, I
Eldritch
was-
Blast.
James,
Oh,
roll
okay.
me that Eldritch Blast.
I can't because James's computer is a pile of wank and it's just fucking died on me. So I'm just waiting for my laptop to boot up, and I'm
let me roll it
genuinely
for you.
going to cry.
For you.
Thank you very much, and please tell me what I got.
We will
Um,
accept
Really good.
nothing less than a 20. So
Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast, yes. Cast spell. You rolled a 20.
thank you.
Funny you should say that.
I could roll for Kai until.
No, you can't. You're dead.
No, you're dead.
No, because the last person I want to roll my dice is Beth.
No, because she's not doing anything. Literally not doing it.
You hit
Because she's
literally
dead,
really
because
messed out
she's
right
not very good at rolling dice.
you hit Moldark with your energy, and with your take my energy. Yeah, and you Felix a little bit annoyed, do you? Taking it to Elvis' turn.
Okay, so he's holding the Source Stone, correctamundo.
Correct.
Cool. I want to.
Wait, what? Oh, Moldark. I was like, Elvis is holding the Source Stone? What did I miss?
Hopefully that'll change. I want to try to dive and catch. I want to try to snatch snatch it out of his hand.
All right, yeah, some kind of dex-based.
I like acrobatics.
I like
Or-
acrobatics too.
How about persuasion? Okay.
How about religion?
I'm going to use
He is
my
a god.
knowledge arcana to take it from his hands. Yeah, I will do acrobatics. I'm taking my inspiration. I think I had from like last game or something. I don't know. Bloop. No, good, because that would have sucked.
Cool, yeah, 14. Yeah, you try and like snatch it from his hands. He bats you away.
Oh well. And
You could have been so much more.
Well, does he think that I'm what's her face? And
No, I mean, he's a god. He probably knows what's up.
damn.
And you just
Alright,
tried to nick the source stone off him.
what?
Just like, Moldark, you're fighting. Let me hold that
Yeah,
while
yeah,
you
it's like-
fight.
I'd be like, Moldark, you need. Let me have the soul stone so I can finally smite him down. Can I persuade?
Sure.
You can just like you can go for a high five.
Damn. That's when I should have rolled my.
Yeah.
But I.
Is stop embarrassing yourself. And
I'll be back next round.
Okay, see you then, dear.
Okay.
So, top of the round. These guys go. So, interesting things happen this round. So,
You die.
you all of you die immediately. That's
Apart from
that's the
Beth.
end, guys. Thanks for watching. Apart from Beth, she lives on. So,
Please, no more. Just let her die already, Will. Please.
let me
He
die.
did. You
Now
exploded.
you're complaining. Like, "Oh, sorry." Yes, interesting things. Which interesting things will happen? Yes, you look at Moldok, and he has the Soul Stone in his hand, and he looks out to where the souls of the Raven Queen were devouring the city, and out on the horizon there appears to be a lot of these white tendrils. In fact, they just look like white clouds of energy, magical energy. They're in fact coming this way.
That's so
on
pretty.
The horizon. Yeah, it does look kind of beautiful, actually.
In a we're gonna kill you kind of way.
Yeah, maybe. And Moldar looks very concerned at this. But it is she who opens the gates. How long is she blinded for, this lovely lady?
Save ends.
Save ends, okay, so you can make a con save. Which is DC 14, is a failure.
You
So-
idiot.
You fool! She who opens the gates. So she's gonna swipe out at Elvis with a blast of energy for a 9, which is a failure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she tries to open one of these portals, it just doesn't work. She's like blinded and she doesn't know what she's doing. Moldark turns on Kai again. He turns his gaze from the cloud on the horizon for a 15 versus your AC, Kai.
That's hitting me.
That's a hit, okay. And I need to remember what I rolled damage last time. Cool. So the Soul Stone kind of lashes out at you again for just 6 damage. Disappointing.
That's okay. I forgive you.
No, I never can forgive myself. And it's Kai's turn.
Kai holds up a hand to Moldark and says, "I'm
Five?
just logging into Roll20." Yeah,
Now a bad time to say that I love you.
I have a question.
yeah, he
You there at the back.
yeah, you're not
Either
going
that's
to let me cast that reaction, are you?
No way. It's about 3 turns away. Ago.
No, he literally just hit me. I want to use my reaction.
No. Make these calls, sir. We've been playing this game for about 4 months now.
It literally just happened and I took the damage.
This is a fucking final boss, Josh. I'm not gonna go easy.
Cool. I cast Eldritch Blast at will. What's your
He takes
AC?
17 damage but survives.
He actually makes his will save. So.
He makes his will save.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, no, I'm going to try and actually I cast Eldritch Blast and I try and hit the Source Stone.
Okay. Do it.
I will. I'm in. Beautiful, wonderful.
Congratulations.
Cannot wait to kill James for this. I hold him entirely responsible. What am I using? No, that's mending. I cast mending at the Source Stone. I make him so much more powerful.
Very helpful.
You don't have shatter, maybe?
No, I don't. 11. I imagine I don't hit him.
No. Yeah, you try and nail down the Source Stone. It just buzzes off into the distance. Anything else your turn?
Well, I would also try and grapple him, but that's 2 actions, so...
Yep.
No.
Cool. So it is Elvis's turn.
He is gonna try to do. He's gonna try to do Ray of Sickness to Moldark. Yeah, Ray of Sickness. Where I just lost the spell. Sorry. Ray of Sickness. 22 versus AC. 6 poison. No, you failed. 14. He is poisoned in the next round as well.
Cool. He doesn't need to make a save immediately.
He does. Yeah, to see if he's poisoned next round.
Cool. That's a 10. So he is.
Nope, he is. All right.
Awesome.
Take that. He probably extends after he was like, you could have been so much more. He what is Ray of Sickness? He like holds out his finger, and then like the edge of his finger starts to like get bony, and like the nail gets black and extends, and probably extends so much it like hits him right below the neck, and then
Nice.
hits like Meldark right in like in the trachea, or that like soft spot, and then that's probably when he starts to like start retching or like start to gag a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, take that.
Cool. So she who opens the gate's going to try and shrug off her effects for a 17, which she does. Perfect number, my dear. And she angrily sends out a ray towards Elvis for only a 7 versus AC, which clips away. And Moldark looks again to the oncoming cloud, which is drawing closer, and angrily tries to quickly get a blast off at Kai for a 15 versus AC, which is a hit, as I recall. And he's going to roll some damage for 8 damage, Kai. Take 8, you fiend. And
I shall.
Yes, right, you will. And Kai, what do you do with your life?
Kai is going to. Who just hit me? Sorry.
Moldark.
Moldark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond with Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's
And
a reaction, so you need to do it on his turn.
literally, you end. When am I
Happens-
supposed to actually do it?
I say I cast this, you say I take Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Isn't it like when he does something?
Yeah.
So you have to be like when I take damage, or when he
It's
moves to
reaction.
said square,
Yeah.
or when something happens.
You
Then,
can't do it
then
on
it
your
triggers.
turn. Reactions have to be on other people's turns.
You can ready it.
Which you might not have known now, so to be fair.
Yeah.
But now you do.
Okay. Is it? I feel like Moldark's though. He's just like, bang, and my turn is over.
Well, the thing is, I say I make this attack against you. You say, okay, I take the damage. I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Genuinely didn't know I had to do it as like.
But now you do. It's fine.
As he did, yeah.
From now on, you'll never make the same mistake again.
I guarantee you I will. It will be next turn when I'm
I
complaining.
guarantee. Yes.
Hellish Rebuke. You
So, what do you do?
Yeah, he's.
can move and then like prepare it, right?
Yeah, nice. I am going to. Yeah, can I essentially have the spell ready?
Which spell is that, sorry, mate?
Hellish Rebuke. It's the next person it hits
Can you
me.
ready a reaction?
Mm.
No, I think they're instants. You don't need to ready it because it's a reaction. You can do it on someone else's turn. You could ready an actual spell to do on someone else's turn. But I mean, you could do that and then say, "Oh, I got Hellish Rebuke."
Could I do Eldritch Blast? So hold on, does that mean I can ready Eldritch Blast
Yep.
to do on his
that.
turn?
Yes.
So can I? That would mean I could cast 2 spells, like a
Yeah.
cantrip and a spell.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Cool. You ready your action. Taking it to Elvis' turn.
Oh, Elvis had an idea. He's gonna do poison spray. And then he's gonna open up his fingers. He has to make a DC con or take 20 damage. DC 14 con, and then he's gonna open up from that position with when he extended the index finger, he extends all of his other fingers and then just poison sprays from his hands and like bile and just putrid stench of rot that he's just focused years of study and agonizing death worship has probably come to this moment of him just
All his hours. Nice.
all those hours of just like kind of like the Emperor. Nah. He's spraying lightning. DC 14. Rah.
DC 14, brah. Cool. It's on Moldart, correct?
Yep, on Moldar.
5.
20 damage.
Nice.
And he also takes another.
Yeah, he
he
needs to
has
take.
He takes another
However much it was, 2d6? 2D,
from
2d4?
before 2d8 poison from last round.
Cool, do you want to roll a 2d8?
I do.
Do it then.
All right,
What's stopping you?
great. 3. So he took a total of 23 damage this round.
Stench of 40,000 years. Yeah, perfect.
Yes, the stench of 40,000 years.
Cool. He takes some damage. He kind of, that is annoying. And Elvis, that was your turn. She opens the gates. Round.
Elvis laughs maniacally at him, as like genuinely thinks it's hilarious that this is like he's spraying this god with death energy.
That's a nat 1 for she opens the gates. She is not having
Sucked
a good day.
into her own portal.
She is. She teleports off into another dimension.
Please, that's awesome.
Does she hit Moldar?
No.
She catches fire.
It's a 13 versus your AC, Kai, from Moldok, which I assume is not a hit. Your AC can't be that low.
It's not.
Perfect. Taking it to...
What actually happens with that nat one though?
She just...
Just like off in the distance.
Yeah,
making
just
a
flies
mountain
up.
off.
Someone screams off in the distance. Somewhere off in a different universe. Making it Kai's turn.
A badger shows up.
Kai didn't take a hit, so he is going to essentially, try and once again hit that source stone. He's going to try and hit that.
Tap that source stone.
Try to tap that source stone with magical energy.
Give it a roll.
I'm just looking at. I wish I had some. I wish I was better. I wish Kai was better at stuff. I'm going to cast. I guess it's going to have to be in. Oh, actually, no. I was going to say invisibility, but I guarantee you he will just be able to see me. So I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Aiming for the source stone.
Yeah, I'm going for the source stone.
Cool.
Potentially doing me a soul.
Cool.
12. No.
Sure. Well, you kind of you catch the side of it, like an off hit. Like the spell itself isn't very powerful. You get off a bad round of it. But it you might want to turn down your headset volume, by the way, Josh, because it's getting some echo.
Oh, sorry, mate.
No worries.
Yeah.
You catch it slightly, and you actually see like something blossom, kind of like out of it. These white tendrils kind of blossom out of it from your gauntleted hand. The kind of connection it bursts things off of it, as you do so, these things are like white tendrils, and also the cloud of the white souls begins to enter the space and start to kind of surround you. And but out from the source stone, from where you connected with your magic, you see several souls begin to appear. One of which is Caelyn.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Let her
Ethereal.
die!
You fucking
Nice.
are dead, Caelyn. You are the most dead person.
But
in
you
the
lead
world.
the charge of
But
the dead souls.
But you have some soul.
Hashtag Raiders.
That's quite impressive, bearing in mind everyone else owns it. Awesome.
Not now, you're
My
dead.
soul is still partially there. This is good.
Yeah. As you are a similar form to as your parents were. You are. Everyone here. You are dead. But everyone here has some sense of awareness, as when you met your parents down here before.
Yeah.
People don't truly. There is no end, as commonly believed around these parts nowadays. Skype is.
Hello.
Oh, Skype just backed out.
Hey.
Oh, we're back. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
we're
back.
back.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Skype just.
It wasn't
went
just
away
me.
for a
I was like,
Yeah, hello. Anyway, that's what I'm but yeah, no. In Nilfheim, people don't truly die in the sense of how we might nowadays commonly think that maybe there's just an end. There is a constance of
Awareness.
Awareness, yeah.
It's true. You die. You just
Caelyn
end up on
floats over to
another part of the
Kai.
realm.
Yeah. It's based on
Okay.
ancient Greek mythology, where you go down to an underworld and you don't ever truly die. You're just a soul down there, and you have some presence. And
Caelyn floats over to Kai and she's just like, see, I can't die. Just,
she's the most dead person you've ever seen. Caelyn's like, I'm alive, guys, I'm alive. I was like, no, you're
You are most certainly dead, you weirdo.
the most dead person.
it's like, I do have some soul left. This is awesome.
And you also see other figures, Kai. You see your parents. They're about. You also see other figures. You see Ulfgar is here.
Ulfgar's dead?
Yeah, you see Roland here. You see Yanni. You see Jack, who you didn't know was dead either. You see Marmaduke.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, you see Caspian.
Can I punch him in my ethereal form, please?
What do you think, Beth? And you also see Crassus appears.
Awesome.
Does
Um,
Elvis see his brother?
He does. That was the next one I was about to get into. You
Forgot his
see-
name though.
So did I. I said Elvis's brother is what I've written down. He also appears, and they kind of form to stand
Jackson.
around you in.
Is Duncan there?
Duncan is not there.
Duncan may
And
live yet.
Are Caelyn's parents there?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Next line. Caelyn's your
Also,
parents.
she goes and stands
By
with her,
far.
or floats next to her parents. And she's just like,
You
"I told I'd
gravitate
come
towards
back."
your parents.
There's no gravity here.
I told you I'd come back.
These guys, the boys are all around. The squad forms when the squad forms, and Kai, it is your turn.
Sorry, I just Duncan only survivor confirmed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got worse things in plan for him. Carry on.
Nilfheim is too quick.
Your time is too good for him.
Yeah, Kai is going to. How close are those clouds?
Pretty close. They'll be with you next turn, most likely.
Cool. I want to essentially. I want to try and. I know this will probably be the end for Kai, but I'm going to try and dump tackle Moldark.
Okay.
Yeah, not the end. You'll just show up in the clouds.
Yeah. Most likely. I mean, that is.
I'm back, bitches!
That is
like-
afterlife. I mean, you can't do anything when you're a soul. You just have some mild awareness.
I'm going to use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
And did that roll? 18.
Cool. Yeah. You. What do you do? What do you do?
I basically look up, like, I imagine, like, we have, like, a moment, like, I look up at the clouds, he looks up at the clouds, I give him a cruel grin, and I just body tackle him as hard as I physically can. I mean, it hurts a lot. Kai probably brings up quite a lot of fresh blood. He's still pretty injured from all that shit earlier, and I essentially pin him, like, to the floor. And I want to just try and use all my strength to hold him there.
Cool. Yeah, you take him down. Take him down to the ground. He's busy. He was like looking at these
Yeah.
souls. All these people. He's Will has a lot of hair. TY man, TY. Elvis. Your brother's there.
Oh my gosh!
All right. I don't know. He's just in the cloud watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will's hair has a bit of will attached to it.
If you know.
Sorry,
what I
on
mean.
mute.
He's got to make another save. Constitution 14.
He does indeed.
Or take
21.
balls. All right. And then he's going to, I think, keep spraying him. I did 2d12. Hell yeah.
roll two.
Yeah, he's going to keep giving him the spray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not the one I wanted to cast.
Goddamn.
Yeah. 14 con.
Oh, he'll try and make the save. For 5, he fails.
Right.
I imagine Kai also has to make that
Yeah,
save
make that
as I am
save
on
as
top
well.
of him.
Yeah.
Ah, yes you do.
It's cool. I accept it. Yeah, 4.
Yes. You take 14.
How much damage do you do?
14.
14.
Right.
You have your temporary, right? You're probably not anymore.
Well,
Oh,
anyway.
that's gone.
Yeah, we're way past that.
Yeah, but thank you. It literally saved me from like the first 2 blasts.
What's
He
everyone's
probably doesn't
H-
see because he's probably laughing hysterically still.
What's everyone's HP at?
Not telling.
I can
Uh,
look, but it will just...
Yeah, he has,
I'd
he
rather
has
you just-
access to it. Yeah.
I know you can look. I don't want to tell. 8.
16.
Sweet. Cool.
I don't know how. I have
You
such
take
little-
38 damage each just by
Such little
being in
hit
his
points.
presence.
Which doesn't
Oh,
seem right.
what's that? You'll have some hit points left. Take loads more. No, Elvis, that was your turn.
Yes.
And now it's Spirit Caelyn. You can. It's your turn. You have some seconds.
If you wish to use them.
Yeah, if you wish to try and ghost around.
Spirit Caelyn.
It's better than zombie,
She's-
Caelyn.
No, because zombie Caelyn could actually do stuff. She's just
But
gonna like.
didn't.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I tried to. Caelyn's gonna. She obviously can't do much. She's just gonna float up to Jack and be like, "Sorry, I ditched. Or sorry, I like told the clandestine about you. I know I only knew you for a few minutes, but you know,
Fuck you.
maybe something along those lines.
Fuck you.
Didn't really have a choice. Sorry, dude.
Okay, that's your turn.
As a ghost, you can give us inspiration. It's a fact. I just read it.
Inspiration.
In that case,
It's not true.
In
I
that
give
case-
Moldark.
Yeah.
I give Kai and Elvis inspiration.
Now you have to choose one.
I give Kai inspiration.
All right, I will kill you.
Kai feels inspired.
Kai refuses because the DM says so.
Because it's Kai. Kai's like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Kai's like, I got this. He's like bleeding to death. He's just like, I got
How dare you?
She who
Don't need your
opens the gates sees Moldark in trouble, sends a blast.
Isn't she
over.
still blind?
No, she
Or did
saved
she
against
beat
that.
it?
She saved on a 21 previously. No, she saved on a 17 before because I said, perfect number, my dear. So a 13 versus your AC, Kai, I'm guessing it's not going to hit.
Nope.
Perfect. Doesn't hit Moldark's either.
Perfect.
Indeed. And Moldark's going to try and wrestle you off of him, Kai.
If he does any damage, I'm going to
On
try
a
and
14.
hellish rebuke him.
On a 14, roll me a athletics.
Six.
Cool. Yeah, he pushes you off him. You don't take any damage. he just
I bang
wrestles
my
you off.
elbow. It really hurts.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry to hear that. Actually, it's really. I did that the other day. Actually, it really fucking hurt my elbow. Anyway, on a unrelated note, it's Kai's turn.
Kai is going to try and cast I'm trying to think of I've only got 2 equipped and they're both not particularly useful. Which means I'm going to cast fire. Oh no! Wait, I want to use Firebolt, but Eldritch Blast just is better.
Okay.
I'm going to try and basically shoot him in the back of his knee,
Okay.
and sort of so he can't regain, he can't flee or
Regain
anything.
Composure, yeah.
Yeah. 12. I imagine I miss.
Yeah, it just kind of, boom, or it might even hit him. It just doesn't affect him, you know.
Yeah.
Newly found god status. Elvis, unless you do anything else with your turn, guy. Okay, that's Elvis's turn then.
Okay. Where's the Source Stone?
In Moldok's hand.
Just in his hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I was just quickly looking through my class skills here. I'm probably just gonna. How's Lady with the Gates? She opens the gates. That's what she
I mean, her
looking like.
gates are pretty good.
Pretty
right now.
wide open?
Pretty wide open, my friend. No, yeah, she seems angry that Kai is attacking Moldok.
I want to.
She's that classic, really leery girlfriend who tries
My
to back her boyfriend.
My last level 2 spell slot.
He gets
is
carried
going-
by her so hard.
Yeah. Carry me.
Carry me.
My last level 2 spell slot is going to be spent casting blindness towards Moldark.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to do poison spray. Because it's a cantrip. So DC 14,
DC
con
14.
damage, and then DC for blinded.
5. It's a failure. Cool.
All right, so he's blind, and then probably another one for being damaged.
Okay. For 20, nat 20. So yeah,
Yep, that sucks. All right, well he's blind.
he's still blind. Yeah.
Gotta go for the stone.
Cool. Which makes it Spirit Caelyn's turn.
Spin.
Can I physically interact with anything?
I don't know. Have you tried?
I don't know. Bearing in mind, Moldark is blind, I want to go and pick up the Soul Stone.
Okay. You float over.
Why didn't we think of that? Just pick it up.
I've been
what am I
trying.
doing wrong?
Yeah, it's in his hand.
I want to go pick it up.
Reach
Come on.
through his hand because you're a ghost.
Yeah, you feel pretty corporeal. You can't, or corporeal. Yeah, you can't. You kind of float near it.
Corporal.
Corporal. Corporal Caelyn. Yeah, you.
You've been promoted.
Well, the
Fine,
thing is,
fine.
the
In
thing
my
is,
life.
you don't really have hands. You know, you can't pick things up these days. There's just nothing really. Well, after all that meat exploded from your body.
So
that was-
basically, all I can do at the moment is float around and annoy people.
I mean, it's
Try it.
basically what you were doing the rest of the season, but just now.
You can shoutcast.
Shots fired.
Fired.
Take cover, boys.
my.
Yeah, you can't physically interact with things. You have like a sense. You can still sense that magic there. You still have, consciousness.
In that case, I just want to go up to
You could have a
Moldark
voice.
and whisper in his
Try
ear.
casting a spell.
You
Try
didn't get-
casting a spell.
That's a good point. I want to cast a spell.
Cool. How do you
Um,
cast a spell?
How do I cast a spell?
Yeah. What magic focus are you using?
Sorcerers don't have magic.
Use the
spells, do
Source
they?
Stone.
I
Use that
don't
thing you
need
can't touch.
a magic focus for all of my spells.
Wait, but
You need
you don't have
verbal,
magic
somatic,
focus.
or a material, or you need your
Ah, yes.
focus, or you need
A voice.
A
I
voice.
don't need it for all of them though. Some of them I can just use my voice. So
I'm gonna tell you now, Beth. As a ghost, you can't cast magic. You are a dead.
but if all I need is my voice and some kind of movement, surely
And
as
magic.
And magic,
as
that's the
something
problem.
I can as something that can move and speak,
She's
I can
basically
cast
like
a spell.
she's basically like
What if she
writing
rolls a
stuff,
20?
Like you know
You
yeah.
rolled a 20. Okay, I give you the chance, Beth. You rolled a 20 at this very
Awesome.
moment.
Just hold
Every
on,
round,
hold on.
she has a 5% chance to cast a spell.
I'm afraid no, ghost. Incorporeal. Incorporeal. Cool. Okay, thank you, Dick.
That's there it is.
That's all you
Ethereal is
need.
a good word.
Right.
Oh, that's a good roll. How lucky.
Shall I cast levitate? I mean, no.
You can.
Oh wait, I am levitating.
That's
face
what
when-
you. That's the
In my
only
face
thing
when
you
it
can do.
cancels it out and she becomes a ball that can only roll places.
Serana17 says we require a ghost lawyer. I think we do.
That's what we call them. Counter role play.
I would like to attempt to cast Ray of Frost at Moldark's
You're not even going to use a good spell. I love it.
Let's give me that nat 20.
I will give you that nat 20.
That's what she said.
There it is. Oh.
Oh, you try and do something, Beth.
I
Okay,
really
then,
didn't.
But you realise you're a dead ghost, and it was probably a stupid idea to try and.
In
do
that case, I just kind of whisper in Moldark's ear, it's like, you didn't get all my soul.
I'm close,
Nice.
Maldark.
I'm so close. I'm so.
No, I'm avoiding that. I don't want it to be another repeat of the last, like, trending freaking D&D podcast on Twitch.
She opens the gates, continues to attack Kai, who's closest to Moldark for an 8, which is a fail. Moldark, having de-grappled himself from you, Kai, turns on you and says, "Just die." And that's an 8 as well, so he's equally as bad. They are truly one. Kai, your turn.
Kai spits at him and says, "Those were my thoughts exactly, and I'm going to cast where is it? I'm going to take a step back and cast a cloud of daggers."
Okay. Whereabouts? Onto your the space which you're in?
Essentially, like I'm going to like step backwards as I'm saying like my thoughts exactly. That's why like he misses just because I managed to step back, and I'm going to summon daggers all around him.
Cool. You've probably taken an attack opportunity as you move out from him.
Yeah, that's cool. That's yeah.
So you take 22. What's your AC? Is it?
I also cast Hellish Rebuke.
Cool. So you take the damage, which is 15, then you cast Hellish Rebuke.
I am still on my feet.
Of course, the
just.
boss fight is when we all start to learn the rules of our character.
So now they're actually important.
The season finale. Oh,
It's
yeah.
game for 3 or 4 months now. So, oh, this is D&D. Ah, you're on D20. yeah?
Bonus action can be cantrips. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ah. So there's this thing called hit points, and
I don't have them.
I don't have any anymore. So that's irrelevant.
Just trying to find Hellish Rebuke before I take all the damage.
Sure.
Cool. 14 dex save. Or take half damage.
Sweet. He's gonna take a dex. 4 8s, which is a failure. So he's gonna
So
take.
he takes 12 plus 13, 25 damage. And Kai is pretty much blown off his feet.
The creature must take a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save. So I see 12 fire. Where does the other 13 come from?
Oh, that was Cloud of Daggers, which is I cast beforehand.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
I see that.
That's the two spells combined.
Gotcha. Sweet. Cool.
Kai
He
is
looks most angered. But it's Elvis' turn now.
Kai is pretty much dead.
Elvis is going to do false life to Kai, and bonus action poison spray.
Sweet. Do it now.
So take D4 plus 2 hit points, brah. 5, take those, and
Take more.
also make a DC Constitution or DC 14 Constitution save, or take 25 damage.
Your choice. Sweet.
Oh,
for
Please
a 7,
pull
which
that
is
off because
fair.
that's max
Great.
damage.
Critical
Love it.
24 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Or 25.
good.
Two
sorry.
crits in a
25.
row.
Get your crits out for the lads.
Get your crits out. I'm on 1 hit point. So what did you give me? False life.
I give you 5.
Sure. I'd love it if you gave me real life instead.
It's just false.
Is this real life?
Is this real
Is
life?
this
man?
just fantasy?
Is this real life? Caelyn, Spirit Caelyn. Emo Caelyn, she's in her emo phase.
Yeah, I'm being an angsty teenager.
I'm not coming out of my ghost form.
And what's Caelyn doing? Shots fired.
Caelyn is gonna go find Marmaduke and ask him what the
Nice.
fuck happened and why he's dead.
You killed me.
You guys were sleeping and you rolled over onto me.
I fucking knew it happened. I
Yeah.
knew it.
Tried to sodomize me. No. So what do you say?
I was just like, how exactly did you die?
You killed me.
Yeah, I figured that much. How?
You made me drink all that stuff.
We gave the badger alcohol poisoning. And I just kind of blurt that out, hoping Kai can hear me too.
It's really the first thing on Kai's mind right now is
That's
how do we kill
hilarious.
that badger?
Kai's just like, Moldog, wait.
Hold up.
You can't handle your drink so hard you died. Everyone turns on
It is a
Moldog.
badger. I mean, so
How long's he gonna keep using that excuse, Will? Come on.
I've been using that one for the past few years. I'm a badger.
When Caelyn finally stops laughing, she gets serious. She's just like, I'm really sorry, but she
seems
can't
it's
say
really
it
sincere.
sincerely. She's still laughing.
Fuck you.
She can't believe she killed the badger with
Fuck you.
alcohol poisoning.
But she did not kill the deputy.
Fuck you, Kate.
Fuck you, Caelyn.
I love how everyone in the afterlife's just like, fuck you, Caelyn.
So it's pretty much she's sent everyone there. Next person to go is these guys. She who opens the gates, comes over to Kai to kind of get him in the back with a blast for a fight. What is this girl playing at? She's very angry with her. She's angry with herself. So's Moldog. I'm just very disappointed in this effort. But Moldog grabs a sword stone, points at Kai for an 8. What are these? Okay. So
Nice.
that happens. Kai.
What a god.
I'm on 1 hit point and 5 temporary hit points, and he's pointing
six.
the most powerful thing that could possibly exist at me.
You probably were just like,
I'm
dodge,
just
like he's dodging out the way.
How
and is,
am
like,
I
going-
still
It's
alive?
like, oh, I'm okay. Afraid so.
In a minute, he's going to realise like he's not holding it correctly. Like he's going to adjust the reticle and the scope on top of it, and he'll just kill me. Kai is going to try and take the source stone off him in one last
Okay.
desperate
Give
attempt.
me something like acrobatic unless you're going for a. How are you trying to get up from quickly? Trying to wrestle it off him?
I'm not going to outmatch him with strength, so I basically want to like
I do it with good looks.
I essentially like try and run at him, and then I'm just like, have you heard the good news? And I cast religion, and hopefully That'll save me.
Serrana says, I ordered a Coke Zero, but they gave me a regular soda. I had diabetes. Poor Marmaduke.
That's how we do it.
Well, by the way, I should remind anyone that hasn't yet followed, please hit that follow button down below.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
And if you guys want to see us win, help us.
Give us money.
inspiration.
Help us.
There's donation stuff down below if any of you guys are interested for this final fight.
Cool.
Or just want to show your appreciation.
Also, just
Yeah,
to
that's true.
clarify, unless Moldark moved, he takes more damage because
Damage.
he's still in the area of effect.
How much do you roll for that? 44, I think it is.
Yeah,
for
I
card
basically
damage?
just roll it again.
Yep.
While he's there. in my head, like Will's got like Moldark on 8 hit points, but he's just got his head at an angle. He's just in this little infinity. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Uh,
minus 17 from that 1 million health ball. Yep. Great job, not 20. Oh, great guys.
He gives you a reassuring pat on the back. Says you're doing fine. 14.
14, nice. 2 fours in there, yeah. He takes 14, slashing daggers cut into his skin.
Yeah.
Elvis, unless you're doing anything else, can I?
No, I'm still going to try my acrobatics and try
Oh,
to
of course you are.
take him off. I'm going
Go
to try
ahead
and
do
take
that.
this.
See you soon, Ray.
13. I imagine I don't manage to.
That is not a success, I'm afraid. You try and get to him, but he dances back. In fact, to be able to do that, you're going to have to enter your cloud of daggers.
I am. I know. And that's me done.
Okay, so Elvis. It is
Okay,
your turn,
Elvis has one more spell at level 1 that I wanted to cast. He's going to do Inflict Wounds.
Mhm.
Bloop. 26 versus AC for a 12 additional damage for a total of 30 damage. And then he's going to do Poison Spray as his bonus.
Nice,
So make
that
it
is a nice roll
Constitution.
there, my friend. Yeah, he looks
Thanks,
really,
buddy.
really, really wounded by that. He
Um,
needs to take a 14.
Yep, DC 14 or take another.
That's a success.
Okay, fine. But still, take 30
Still
damage.
30 damage. Yeah, nice.
As
yeah.
he probably holds out his, while he's doing the poison spray, he reaches with both hands and then starts to choke him, and then he starts to see like his eyes widen and black necrotic energy starts to seep in and spiderweb through his veins and like around his eyes, and his eyes start to the whites in his eyes
Nice.
of the godlike image starts to get purple, and then he's starting to choke him out.
If it's a
If he
touch,
could.
you are going to be in a cloud of daggers.
That's fine.
So you should take...
Oh wait,
I
I
mean,
just
is
realised
it
I
a-
can
is it a
I can
touch?
dissipate them.
Yeah, it's a touch.
So
So
yeah.
So yeah, you should take the 14 this turn from the cloud of daggers.
okay, so yeah, he's gonna choke,
It's-
and
it'll
then
be-
the
it'll be a
blades are gonna hit
separate
him, and he's
roll.
gonna probably fall.
No, it's the same
It'd
roll.
be a-
It's the same roll for the round. And Mordecai, welcome to the adventure, my friend. Thank you.
No, it's a creature takes 4d4 when it enters.
Yeah, but for
So,
the
I'm
for
entering.
cast spells, we just
Okay.
roll the dice for all the damage for each round. You don't roll it. Well, you can do no one does that though.
Okay.
Inflict is a touch. I'm just gonna make sure before I do this.
Yeah, I
think-
looked at the thing. It said range touch.
Yeah.
Inflict
Oh,
means
range touch. Then that means you don't have to touch. It's
No, range
I guess
touches you
it's-
need to be touching. That's why it's called touch, I believe.
no touch is it's without armor class. You
Now,
have
why
your
would that
it's
be in
with-
range though?
because it's your armor, but without the wearing the armor, because that's what makes it a touch attack. Therefore, it's still range. You're making the ranged attack, or else it would be a melee touch. Is me actually reaching out and touching.
Okay, I'm confused by that.
I quickly look it up. Let me go find.
Yeah,
my...
have a quick look it up real quick.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're
I
in
could just be
limbo.
having
I
a
may
mind
be
blank, to
dead.
be fair.
Oh, that's okay.
Um,
Let me go look.
Got to organise things. Cool. That is Elvis' turn. Taking it to our Spirit Caelyn. How's it going, Spirit Caelyn?
She's finally stopped laughing.
Marmaduke hasn't stopped telling you to fuck off.
Yeah, I figured. But
She's
she's stopped laughing and she's floating away, and she's kind of looking at the carnage, and finally realizes that she can't actually do anything to help these people that she's been traveling with for the last God knows how long, and she's actually gutted by that. She really wants to help, but she just can't. And
Cool. So you float around a little bit, do you?
yeah,
You see anyone? There are some notable people around, I guess. You know.
I'm just gonna go float next to Mummy and Daddy. Can a ghost, like an ethereal ball of light, look sad? My light
I mean, if it
dims.
could,
Dim,
I'm sure
Caelyn.
you would.
My light dims somewhat.
James says touches the range confirmed. He's a bit of a lawyer. So I think, Elvis, you will be taking that damage because... I mean, and
Well,
this
we
we
also
can
have to
literally
linear,
just go...
but-
I have no fucking clue, boys. Got a million things.
just continue, and then I will.
Yeah, we'll clarify that point.
Yeah.
Cool, so you look sad, Caelyn.
Yeah, I go and float next to Mummy and Daddy, and we hug in our ghostly forms.
Yeah, I guess you like touch spirits.
Is that a range touch or?
I mean, that's all important, really. You take 14 damage, no. So, it is these guys' turn. She opens the gates, has an attack at Kai for a nat 20.
I'm down.
Yeah, most likely.
No, I'm down. I was already down.
Oh, cool. You're down.
So you're dead.
She has a blast at your corpse. Yeah. So, yeah, it's the same as swinging a sword, basically. So you could touch him without being in the same square. So you don't need to be in the same square, you need to be touching squares with him, which means you're going to be in the same cloud because the...
Yeah, because it's 5 feet
Yeah, exactly.
each side.
Perfect.
So I'd still take the 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm down too. All right.
Cool. Perfect.
Oh dear.
Kai, your
But
turn.
he takes the 34 or 38. No,
Yep.
the 30.
Making it Kai's turn. Death saving throw, my friend.
Duh. $17.
That's a
On
very
17,
good
do
roll.
I come back up with an erection, with a donger?
I mean, yeah, you come up with 17 in the dong. It's a success.
Indeed.
So, congratulations, Elvis.
James has said Elvis gets to take a dex save against 14 damage.
Let's
I
look
forgot about
at
that.
let's look at Cloud of Daggers. You fully execute, a creature
Actually,
takes
it says you
4d4
don't.
slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first
Yeah,
time or on
you
its own,
don't.
or starts its turn there, so no.
It used to be originally when we first found Cloud of Daggers, there was a we thought that was how it was, but it's not.
Anyway, there's far too much rules lawyering going on here. Let's make it
Yeah.
up.
Let's kill someone.
Yeah, let's just fucking kill everyone. So, Elvis, your turn.
Okay. Let me get my character sheet open so I can roll. Great. Elvis dies.
No, you've got one. That's 2 fails, not.
That's one fail.
Yeah,
Oh, that counts as 2. You're right.
And that one counts as 2, so you're at 2 failures. Caelyn, you see your friends go down. You see your spirit friends all around, encircling. There is an energy to them. But there is energy fading from your friends, alas. They appear to be dying. What do you do?
I want to go over to them and see if I can give them something. I don't even know. I feel really useless. Like,
Hey.
more useless than alive Caelyn was.
Hey, do you want some of this, man? So who'd you go over to?
I'll go over to Elvis first.
Cool.
She rubs cocaine in
That a
Elvis's
girl.
gums.
Yes. Oh, he's back again. Yeah. So your parents come with you as well, as do some other spirits. Also, kind of float towards Elvis. What was it, Kai? I forget.
Elvis first.
Elvis. Cool. Sure. So what do you do?
The real VIP here.
Yeah.
I
Oh, shit! James has got a
What?
very good point. I went down before, which meant Elvis isn't down.
Because Cloud of
the
Daggers
spell
disappears when Josh.
dissipates.
True. Oh, okay. Let's no need to go into. Actually, I got me fucked. You're down. Because because fuck rules loring and fuck you in chat rules loring me, James. That's why.
Yes,
Get
indeed.
fucked.
He's
I
doing
agree.
great.
You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to die as long as I don't want to be saved by James's rules lawyering. I'd rather die.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be. It would be me.
I essentially want to try and stabilize them, but I don't know how a ghost would do that. Or, like, infuse them with other spirits. Like the way Moldark gained power. By eating spirits. I kind of want to infuse them with spirits and make them all better and give them full life and hit points again so they can kill the bastard. Is there
Sounds very
any way-
optimistic. What do you?
Yeah.
I think we do it. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, it was a simple, yeah, simple roll. What do you? What do, you do?
I use my power to go into their character sheet and just I hit up on their hit points and I keep my finger down.
Using Mage Hand to go into the character sheet.
Is there...
Give me something to go off here, Caelyn. Give me a reason.
Can I roll Arcana
Throwing you a bone. Okay.
to see if there is any way that the spirits that are around, whether it be mine, my parents, whoever else has come up, can infuse with them to give them life?
Okay, give me that roll.
I give you life.
Do I have inspiration? I believe I've been playing dead quite well.
Did you have it before when you were alive?
I
She's
can't
right.
actually. I think I did.
For some reason, it's not showing up on my character sheet.
it should. Yeah, play or die, mate. Don't you worry, son.
I can't remember where I would have put it.
Wrecked, GM, wrecked and erect.
Yeah,
I
add it,
love it.
boys.
No, I can't find it. God damn it. But yeah, I am going to roll Arcana and see if I can help them.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, you've no real idea. Like, there's definitely.
Can I have other ghostly people, like, you know?
Yeah, I'll give you the assist on your roll.
Oh, need some epic music.
I copied out GM wrecked and erect rather than mine. What was that in the quote? So, yeah, 16. So you get the assist bonus. You know that there is some form of energy in these souls, which if you could somehow find a way to harness them, you could try and do something, but you have no idea how to do that. At this point, there's something going on. What the fuck, Rich? So it is the end of the Spirit Caelyn's turn. And did you try and do anything else in your turn, Caelyn? You want to play around a little bit more, have some existential thoughts?
I once I figure that out on Elvis, I'm guessing I won't need to make the same roll on Kai unless I can go over to Kai and re-roll and actually be slightly more successful.
No, that sounds far too simple. Well, I guess Mordock and she who opens again. So, it's their turn. Mordock sees you guys just like lying down on the floor, dying, essentially. And he says, "Well, as lovely as it's been, I think it's time I go." And he turns to, she opens the gate and says, "If you don't mind." And she opens a burning portal, which she begins to walk towards. And it is Kai's turn.
Caelyn... Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay. Does Caelyn have a thought? I'll listen to it.
It's kind of more of a moving, but I'll wait till my turn, it's fine.
Gotcha. Kai. Nat 20, boys!
Stabilize me, stabilize me, stabilize me.
Cool.
Or chase him into
You know
the portal.
what? Kai. Something makes you open your eyes.
Kai feels like shit. Kai has never hurt so much in so many places.
It's been a
Ever.
long night out.
It has.
It's that ambrosia kicking in, man. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I know. Kai's just like, never again am I drinking ambrosia in hell. I say that every time, and every time I do. Kai's going to sort of try and he essentially like rolls onto his back so he can see where everyone is around him. I presume no one's paying the blindest bit of attention to me being
Not really.
dead.
Moldok's going off
Caelyn
into
is.
Caelyn is the tendril of soul
'Cause
somewhere.
I would know what Caelyn
Yeah.
looks like. wouldn't
Yes,
I?
that's Caelyn's soul. Yeah, that's what you see.
Cool.
Elvis is dying. On
Yeah,
Probably choking or something.
I am going to try and crawl my way over to Elvis.
Okay.
I mean, how close is Moldok at this point? To
not
getting
within
out?
like to get out. He's probably like a few steps away. He's just going to use his movement next turn.
Oh right, okay. In which case, Kai
Yeah, she
is
hasn't.
going
She hasn't
to-
made the portal conveniently very far away to
Yeah.
give him a long walk.
yeah. No, yeah.
But first,
Does
you
he
must
look like
travel
is he on the call? Is he has he got a phone call? He's like not sure about reception in there, so he's waiting.
This is what we need to. And his name is John Cena.
Oh my god, John Cena literally just comes out of the portal like,
Choke slams him.
literally. Oh, the best. I'm going to stand up. In fact, I probably can't even fully stand up in time, so I just get down. So I'm on one knee, about to stand up, and I am going to essentially try and Kamehameha him into all kinds of oblivion when he's not expecting it and thinks I'm dead.
Okay, what
And
kind of
I'm
rolling
going
you
to.
It worked before.
I'm
Maybe
pretty
it's
sure-
a foreshadow.
This is one of those things where I'm like, if Kai has any energy left, it's going into this. So
Give me your energy, senpai.
do I on a nat 20? Do I miraculously have inspiration?
Miraculously, you don't, which is very
Caelyn
odd.
gave him inspiration.
Caelyn gave me inspiration. I'm inspired by the memories of everyone that I've lost, and it's beautiful. So remember that well.
I'll bear that in mind.
And I cast Eldritch. I'm just like trying to put it off, like, yeah, I shoot him with. I think Eldritch Blast genuinely is the best thing I have. So, yeah, it's. I can't find the cast spell, but oh god, there we are. 14?
What was that, mate? Sorry, 14. Yeah.
Do I get the advantage because he's not phasing me? You don't get advantage at range, do you?
No, you're not.
You would
advantaged.
with a ranged attack.
You're not advantaged because you're dying on the floor and you just woke up. But you do catch him. You catch him on the shoulder. He turns to you.
And like very, very groggily, like pretty much dead.
Hello.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that.
His
I
grog. He comes out of the burning portal, and his name is Grog.
Groggy
I got this one. Don't worry, boys. He drags him into stars without number.
like the front of like Solace just comes through, and he's on the gun, just like.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, tune in on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh god.
So yeah, you catch him on the shoulder.
And as I'm trying to like stand, I say, "What's the matter? You can't finish a fucking job?"
Roll me performance.
The ghosts all clap and applaud for you.
Good job.
Yeah. 24.
Cool. Moldok, focus well. But Moldok, turns as you catch him on the shoulder and he looks and says, very well then. And it's Elvis' turn. This is a big roll.
Here goes the.
This is life or death, everybody, so I hope
This
you're
is
ready.
the, it's going to be the quickest turn ever. Bloop. Yep, see ya. Oh, no.
That's
All right,
17.
see you in 6 seconds.
The perfect number.
Chlorine.
Do I stand up on that?
On a 17, you stand up with an erect donger.
It's
It's been
erect?
discussed.
It's worth an ask. Why not? Spirit Caelyn.
Caelyn is going to get all the other spirits to stand in front of the portal. And I know we're ethereal, and they can just
How are you gonna
walk
do that?
through us.
Follow him into the portal.
Are you picketing Moldog? You're
Yes,
picketing
That
Moldog.
is essentially what we're doing.
Dear
Once before in history.
I just kind of... I float over and then shout to the other spirits for them to follow. And we block the portal in our ethereal being.
Okay, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna organise these?
Bearing in mind there's a big cloud of us, we all just kind of squish in between
So how
Moldok
do
and
they
She-Hulk
get the
and
same
Gates.
thought as you? How do you organise
Well, you
thousands
said I
of
can
souls?
talk.
Yes, I
So
did say
I
you can
just
talk, but
shout
I haven't heard you talk yet.
I literally just said... Basically, I shout as loud as my ethereal form can. Block the portal.
Okay, roll me
And-
a. Let's see. Let's say we'll say a
Performance?
performance because you're trying to be really trying to be loud to hear everyone.
No, I got a 5.
Cool. I mean, some of them, like the ones close to you, move in to towards, but the body as a whole are not listening to you for whatever reason. Flynn 66
Because
with a
they would just
£5
be,
donation.
"Fuck."
He says thanks for the epic conclusion. Thank you, Flynn. You're a generous man. You could choose what's the £5 thing? Let's have a look real quick.
Suggest a game or module to be played.
Yeah, or you can give some inspiration or do whatever you want, Flynn. But
You can give 5 inspirations if you want.
all to Moldok. But thank you, my
none of
friend. That is one step closer to the Comic Con dream, and yeah, I'm very, very, very thankful, sir.
Yeah, so Caelyn and the few souls that do listen, just kind of, we picket Moldok, and we tried to stop him getting through the portal.
I understand. Cool. Sure. So a couple of souls float over and listen to you, and it is. Welcome. Thank you to M. Janowski for the following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. It is Moldok's turn, and yeah, he turns on Kai, and has the Source Stone in both hands and says, "Very well, let's finish this." And for a 26 versus your AC.
He hits me.
Cool. And you're going to take some damage for 11 damage.
Well, yeah, I'm dead.
Okay.
Again.
You go down. As you go down once more, the banter is real, and Melora loves dead clandestine members. It's true. And Kai, your turn. Give me a death saving throw.
That didn't roll. Roll, damn you. 6. This is it.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
6 is a failure, alas. So that is your go, and it's Elvis's turn. Death saving throw.
Oh my god, so close.
Saving throw,
Fucking-
19.
It could go either way. Jesus
That
Christ.
is some
Next roll is it?
jammy stuff.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Cool. Caelyn, Spirit Caelyn.
I am going to shout again for more souls to come and help.
More souls.
Yes.
Cool. Give me another roll.
An 8. Slightly better than I did last time.
A couple more come and shift over.
Yay!
There's about 3 of you guys here hanging out. You know, it's a good turnout for you guys.
Is anyone paying attention to what, or are any of the other souls paying attention to what we're doing?
I mean, not really. I mean, like, you're trying to be heard, but you're new to your whole spirit voice. You know, you haven't really found your vocal cords, if you have any. So yeah, projecting is hard. You really need to project a bit more. But that is your turn. If you have anything else to try and do.
No, I just try to. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just. Yeah.
Cool. Mordok's turn. He sees Kai, Elvis down, and these other spirits floating around, and he says, "I bid you all farewell, and I will see you in. Wait, no, this is the next life. Well, enjoy." And he gives a bow to your dying corpses, and turns to walk into the portal, and she who opens the gates remains behind and closes it down. The burning fire closes down.
She just opens the gates, though. There's someone else who comes by and closes
You've got
them.
she who closes the gates as her sister. She never turns up. It's a pretty bad gig. And Flynn, yeah, your donation came through, mate. We very much appreciate that. Thank you. And look at the thing down below. You can choose a game or module if you want us to play it. Then we definitely will on a 24-hour stream or just at some point in our lives on stream. So thanks again, dude. Making it Kai's turn. Kai.
I'm sorry.
That's 2 successes.
No, that's 1 success, 1 failure.
1 success, 1 failure. Oh, well, you shouldn't have said anything. I do appreciate your honesty, though. So, Elvis.
Enough to.
Elvis, this is a big role for Elvis.
Such a
This
little
is
gnome.
Life or death. Full gnome. That's an
Damn.
18. Nailed it, boys.
I love you. You
Roll a
you
d4.
mad little bastard.
And that's how many hours you will be awake up. Inspiration for everyone.
Which is actually no time. Inspiration for everyone. Okay, cool.
Go for it.
Which is actually no time at all. It should be only a couple minutes because of the time down here is different.
Am I right? Am I right? So yeah, how much did you roll?
I rolled a 1. Damn it, I rolled 2.
2. Nice try. Cool. So, yes, that makes it Caelyn's turn.
And they just walked straight through us, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's how many hours I stand up, right?
Yep.
Caelyn is going to go over to Kai, and after her revelations last time of it can happen, I just don't know how, she's going to try and figure out how she can infuse souls into him to make him wake up.
Okay, give me an Arcana.
10. No, inspiration, 17.
I'll allow it.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I'll allow it. You figure out, you're pretty much gonna have to get some souls to pretty much enter his body, is gonna be the way. And it's most likely not gonna go well for those souls, if they do.
Hashtag parents.
I was about to say I
Send
float
in the
over to
parents.
my mum and dad and Kai's parents if I know which ones they are.
No, why would you know whose co-parents are?
I don't know. I was just kind of hoping.
They've got labels on. They're wearing stickers.
In
That's
that case,
my boy. You.
in that case, I float over to my parents, and I'm just like, I know I probably don't deserve this. I mean, I abandoned you and I left you to die. But could I please ask this one last favour?
What is it?
My friend needs your help. He might die, and he's got a big, bad, scary demon to kill. And he can't do it if he's dead.
How can we help?
There is a way to infuse your soul's, your remaining life essence into his body. It will help him survive. You said you hated being here. This is your chance to finally go.
Okay. Show me how. And I'll float with you.
Yeah, and I explain this. I explain this thing to them. I'm not sure how it's done because I don't know. But yeah, and
Sure,
explain them and
you see like their kind of like white tendrils go inside Kai, like through his mouth and down into him. And Kai, you feel a bit warm.
Am I awake or am
Yeah.
I? Okay. Kai blinks open his eyes, and doesn't understand why being dead hurts so much.
Go. It's your turn. Oh no, it's not. It's she who opens the gates. Well, she's okay. So she opens the gate. She takes her turn to close the portal, I guess, because she wasn't able to do that on her turn. So Kai, it is your turn.
Is it closed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Kai sits up. Feels dizzy. I presume I'm on 1 hit point, if that.
Yeah, you're on 1 hit point.
Yeah, cool. And Kai feels very unwell, like physically sick. Doesn't really know why. All his insides are pretty roiled right now. Sees she who opens the gates, and takes one shaky, staggering step towards her. And
Having a bit of inspiration before you do anything, because I know you've forgotten.
yeah. No. I've just remembered.
Don't lie to me.
I lied. I'm going to use inspiration for an Eldritch Blast. And
Okay.
hopefully kill her. even though I'm never going to accomplish that, but I'm going to immediately attack her. Savagely.
Cool. Shower your roll when you do it.
That's a 19.
Yep, that's a hit.
With 13 damage. If I'm using my inspiration, do I roll it twice?
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
But does less damage.
Take the first damage, because if you'd have done it,
Yeah.
we'll take the first damage. Because, you know what, why not? And that's how it would be done if you'd have... Yeah. Cool, anyway, yeah, you blast her, and...
And at the top of my voice, scream, where is he? Exactly like Christian Bale.
Where is he?
Nice. Cool. You blast her back.
William is what you should have yelled.
Elvis.
I love you so much for that quote.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Okay.
You are unconscious. Thank you for reminding me. Caelyn.
She just she floats away from Kai and just kind of, yeah, she doesn't actually do anything.
That is a surprise. Now it is she who opens the gate's turn. She gets blasted by Kai's magic, and then she hurriedly starts to try to create a burning portal to step through. And Kai, your turn. Kai, you're muted.
Sorry.
Kai
because she's
throws
pretty-
Elvis's
she's
body into the portal.
Because she's pretty close, I'm going to try and tackle her.
Through her own portal? That can't be done.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna
Oh, that's
try
what I thought you
and
said you were doing.
Shape
Sorry.
of clay, Kai.
What is that? To do that, I need to do athletics, I presume.
Sure.
Yes.
You got that?
14.
Cool. Well, that's yeah, that's a success. She's busy doing a portal. So yeah, describe to me. Give me description.
So basically, like, yeah, I imagine she's doing her magic-y stuff, and I sort of like, you know when it's like you can't quite, when someone's like falling over but they're like running to try and keep up with the top half of their body. It's that sort of like I'm off balance, but I'm charging at her, and I essentially catch her around the midriff, swinging wild punches as I basically fall backwards through the portal while punching her and screaming, "Where is he?" repeatedly.
Cool. Yeah, you grab her, and you barrel through into her as she begins to open this portal, and you fall through.
Is it almost like a
And
gate?
It's almost like a gate which she's opened and been named after. So Elvis, you come to.
What?
You come to.
How? Somehow?
Yeah. You wake up. It's
Oh, I wake up. That's what you mean I come to. Okay. I thought you meant like I went with him through the portal.
No. Oh yeah. Sorry. No.
Oh, I was like, what? All right. He blinks his eyes open. What's going on around me? Nothing.
Souls appear to be around you. Kai, you probably wake up just in time to see Kai fall through this portal when it's to close.
And he goes for probably about a couple of moments and scurries around, and then he realizes and just kind of and looks over at the throne, and then he walks up to it and sits, and goes,
At last, I am a herald of the dead.
Nice.
Come to me, spirits.
Mm.
I am your master.
and then he just poison sprays the air. As instead of like fireworks and
Yeah.
like fans of spray, it's just poison.
Nice. So the
As he sits and tries to manifest, uses last spell, animate the dead, and tries to gather bones from around the area and creates a bone crown. And he just
Nice.
sits.
Awesome. So you see the souls here. Once Moldark and She-Hulk's gates are gone, they begin to dissipate. They go back. Caelyn, the people like you knew and stuff. They start to fade back into the wastelands, and you feel yourself needing to drift as well. There's a yearning in you. You need to be away from this place. You are required somewhere else. You feel.
Before I go, I would like to float up to Elvis.
Mhm.
Kind of hover above his shoulder and say, don't make it all in vain. And just float off and go to my other calling, wherever it may be.
Cool. So you drift off into the depths of Nilfheim. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be years. You have no real sense of time anymore until out at the top of a craggy cliff in Nilfheim. There's a cage there, and it's like a gibbet almost. About perfect for your size, and you need to get in that cage.
Do I have any idea why I need to get in that cage, or is this Moldark and She Who Opens the Gates last fuck you, we do only?
You feel like inside you there is something pulling at you. It's what's led you here.
I just kind of say, you win, as she floats into the cage.
Cool. Your parents, as you get into the cage, it shuts. Your parents appear standing at the edge of the cliff, and not even in ethereal form. They are full. They appear full-fleshed, as if they were alive. They look very sorrowful. They look mournful, sad, and they're at the edge of the cliff, and they're looking at you.
I look back, and she just kind of, she whispers it. She doubts they'll ever hear it, but she just says, thank you.
They don't leave.
She kind of waves them over. She's like, come here.
They don't respond.
And they're just looking at me. And Caelyn just screams, go.
They stay standing there looking at you.
And if ghosts and souls can cry, Caelyn is very much definitely crying now.
You hear a voice.
Whose voice is it?
You want to guess?
Is it Moldark?
Welcome to eternity, Caelyn.
I thought he was going to say
Let-
welcome. Rules.
Let them go.
He doesn't say anything.
And she's just... I want to hammer on the cage and just scream insanities and But I'm a ghost and I don't have hands and I can't hammer on anything because I don't have fucking hands.
Yeah, your parents continue to look at you.
Moldark is a complete bastard. Caelyn turns her back to them so she can't see them.
Cool. They're in front of you.
Caelyn closes her eyes.
You don't have eyes to close.
Caelyn is just shouting at Moldark and screaming and begging him to let them go. Because I don't think she's realised that they're not actually there and he's just torturing her.
Yeah, at some point in the future, be it years or decades down the line or centuries, Caelyn, realising that eternity does mean eternity when you sell your soul. That's what it means.
Yes, I figured.
That's how Caelyn's story ends for now. Elviz is sitting on a pile of a throne with his crown of bones around him, and an army of imps arrive and swear servitude to the Herald of the Dead.
Osborne, Herald of the Dead.
Sure. And Kai has gone through a portal, and to where that is, we know not, for that is the end of Season 1 of the Broken Kingdom campaign.
I can't remember who it was earlier when the fight first started. They were just like, I smell a sequel. And I think that's...
Yeah.
Yep.
How did we feel about everything?
Feels so good. It's nice for it to be over, but it's also sad because I really want to keep playing now. But I mean, nice as in it's cool that we found a cool ending, and like all of today was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, because we knew like something awesome was gonna happen, and then it just kept getting awesome. For me at least. Elvis didn't die. Elvis had some good rolls that entire combat.
How much damage did Elvis actually take?
Elvis did probably over 100, which is amazing because he only has 15 hit points. So
how much damage did he take?
He took only 14. No, and then he took another 14 from the Cloud of Daggers. But from the initially, he took 14.
That's impressive. Bearing in mind you were the squishiest of us all.
Yes. And now he is Herald of the Dead.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So thank you guys for being my wonderful players for the past 3 or 4 months of this game, which has been going. It's quite a long season. So props to you guys, and also to James, one character, and to Ted as well, who played with us before. So thank you to those guys, and thank you to everyone in chat who has made this this game really, really special. Made a lot of fun and super entertaining. A lot of memories from this campaign, a lot of
quotes.
A lot of quotes from this campaign, and a lot of good times. To think when we started this campaign, we had 0 followers, and now we're here with lots of people watching.
Oh god, yeah.
574 people following us, so we've come a long way. It's a nice ending for now. For that campaign, I had a lot of fun.
Season 1, yeah.
DMing this game. Put a lot of work into it, and I hope to think that came through. To you guys and to everyone watching at home.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things. It's you can tell. I mean, I know speaking to Will that personally, because when I first started DMing, I didn't really know what I was doing, and Will has handled some things that maybe look really well scripted and planned. It just because down to Will having a great mind for reacting. Generally sort of a fighting battle uphill against our insanity and constant derailing. So yeah, I would do a round of applause, but I think everyone has someone sleeping within their vicinity. So
yeah, and I've just had someone come in to tell me to go to sleep. So.
Thank you. That is that's appreciated. When will the Broken Kingdoms be back? That will be back soon, but we have a new schedule. I can't confirm the Broken Kingdom campaign will be back at some point in the future, over the next few months. But until then, we've got a brilliant game coming up of Numenera with Delinear, which is going to be on this slot. It's going to be at 9 PM on Mondays. We're going to be doing that. On Wednesdays, what are we doing, Myth? Because I've forgotten.
Oh boy. What are we doing on Wednesdays? We're doing Abyss.
Abyss. Okay, so there's a new game coming out, new book, D&D, Out of the Abyss. I'm going to be DMing that on Wednesdays at 9 PM BST. On Thursdays, I'm going to be DMing a West Marches D&D game. So there's a lot of D&D stuff coming up in the future on the channel. But on this Wednesday, we've got Stars Are Outnumber again, and then the finale of the Pirates of Cold Harbor, which you guys get to make a pretty big decision on as to whether or not the guys get eaten by a kraken.
Yeah, so essentially it's all coming down to a roll that was made in the last episode where essentially chat decides whether or not they die instantly at the beginning of the episode, very violently and graphically being killed by a kraken, or if, thanks to your graces, they escape. So if you want, I know Poi Poya, you'd love to have a say in that. So if you guys want to be in on a straw poll, probably within the first 5-10 minutes over a near TPK, join us at Cold Harbor for the finale on Thursday.
Indeed. So
Yeah.
thank you everyone who's followed today. Beth, have a shout.
Right, we've got a couple of competitions running over the next week or so. If you head over to our Facebook page and like our page, you will be entered into an automatic draw to win 1,000 gold, which will be, the winner will be announced on the 24-hour stream on the 26th.
Yeah, shout out to that.
We also have a slightly longer running competition, which is, you obviously all know our quote system. Pick a quote, any quote from the list of 30 odd we have now. Create a meme or some form of artwork and send it in to us. Our favourites will be winning lots of gold, which you can gamble away in the dungeon to your heart's content. See, Moldark has just put up quote 30. Caelyn
No,
receives
that was
a
me.
bag of holding. Oh, was it Josh? Caelyn receives a bag of holding. I jump into the bag. The party retrieve her 10 minutes later when she's on the verge of death. Yes, we have there's 38 quotes up there now.
Yeah,
So pick one and make memes and send them to us, and you may win 1,000 gold.
You did indeed. You may indeed. So Myth, you got some shout outs before we leave?
Do I? I just want to
Do
say
I?
thank you so much, guys. I've had so much fun from joining you guys from a month into it. So it was June.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 3 months ago. I've just, so much has happened. So much is still happening. When it comes to in-game and out-of-game with Encounter Roleplay, and I'm so excited to be with you guys and role-playing with you and to role-play in the future with you. Just want to say, after Solace, we will be doing the Abyss, which will be DMing, so that leaves me free. I will be doing, for those of you guys who are on the American side, I will be probably DMing my old game back on my channel, The King's Men, with the original cast, trying to figure out and trying to nail down when that is. But yeah, we'll be linking each other, Encounter Roleplay, and the thematic back and forth, much like Encounter Roleplay links to Min-Maxers and Finbar and TGM. So if you haven't, check them out. Check me out. A lot of good roleplay, a lot of good quality streams. But yeah, thanks to everybody in chat. It's been so much fun chatting and talking with you guys. It's almost as if I'm saying goodbye, but I'm not. I'm just so happy to be involved. And thanks, Will, to your genius GMing. Hats off to you. And I only hope that I can do a fraction of what you have done in these couple of months. So, yes.
Oh, no.
But yes, thank you. And thank you guys, Beth and Josh, for playing along with me and letting me
I would like to
be an
say,
idiot
I
as
know-
Elvis.
I know Sid and Rem aren't here at the moment, but meeting you Americorns has been brilliant. Cord, you are absolutely fantastic. Your voice acting is brilliant. Your spider noises scare the shit out of me. And please, no. Behave yourself. No. But yeah, it's been an absolute honour to play with you and meet you, and I can't wait to meet you when it comes to Comic-Con, like actually in person. It is going to be absolutely brilliant. And Sydney, you're awesome because you're actually in chat. So
There she is.
yes.
Yeah.
And Myth, yeah, and if Rem's about, yeah.
Good for him. Oh man, Will's are close to being a pro DM. That's nice. I'd love to do that as a job. That'd be awesome.
Sick.
But whilst we're doing Feelsy shout-outs, shout out to Myth, obviously, for joining the show, joining the podcast. Source well of knowledge and expertise and advice for myself through this whole thing. Couldn't do it without you, my friend. Wouldn't want to, and it's been much easier and much better doing this whole thing with you, and I look forward to doing more. And playing with you is a pleasure. Having you as a player and playing with you and as a DM on Solace is awesome. Shout outs to Beth and Josh, as always, my good friends. Always there, doing your thing, playing games.
And James
having a lot of fun.
Wallace.
And James
about.
helping us out.
Shout out to James.
Yeah.
Shout out to James, my boys. Shout out to Linear for that upcoming game. Again, someone I respect greatly for advice and knowledge on all things, especially when it comes to this sort of thing. He's got a great website, go check that out. Shout out to Finbar from Maffin TV. He's got a new game coming up on Tuesday nights, which you guys should go and watch. That's Maffin TV on Twitch. That's a new roleplay show he's got going on, the Snowpocalypse. You should go watch that. The 26th is our day for our 24-hour stream. You guys should come along and play and watch some D&D with us. If you want to play in a game with me, I'll be DMing a game at 12 PM to 3 PM BST, which is 7 AM to 10 AM EST. Come along and play with me, guys. Shoot me a message on Twitch, shoot me an email, shoot me a tweet or a DM or whatever, and come and play some games with me, because I'd love to meet more of you guys. It's been an honour. Shout out to the chat for people in chat are always here and have been since day one, and who have just joined on. People like Nix, huge shout out to our moderator Nix, always there.
Always
Her,
there.
Top gal. She's going to be running a game on Saturday on that 26th
Oh, yeah.
as well, which can be exciting. And you guys who are just chatting, just seeing people in chat and people like enjoy this is really nice to see.
Yeah, Irving Wolf, Poi Poi, Forever Player, there's
Beef Arts Richard.
too many. Riffles Inc.
Flynn, Ripples in.
And a massive shout out to Peter. I haven't actually seen him in chat today, but he's another one of you
Yeah,
wonderful
Peter's always
people
around.
that we love lots.
Yeah.
We do. We love all of you. We love all of you.
Yeah, we do love all of you.
And
But specifically you.
yes.
You know who you are.
Yes,
You're our
indeed.
favourite.
And shout outs to Sydney and Rem as well. You wonderful Americans, Sydney in particular.
But not as wonderful as me.
Special person to me, and Rem of course
Aww.
is also a person. You guys, good stuff.
That was so awkward, Will.
So Min-Maxes, shout out to Min-Maxes, those guys are great as well. Been playing some games of lows. Lots of love to all of you guys, and until the next time, try not to get yourself killed by a demon in your mind, because we want to be there laughing. When you do, we're going to be back on Wednesday for some Stars of Outnumber. Be sure to join us then, and have excellent nights, everyone. We love you all fairly well.